What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Gender Blender podcast. Woo! We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Blue, dímelos, Blue. Welcome back, Manny.
What's
welcome
poppin'?
back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
And can we get an introduction here?
We're about to do that right now.
There's a lovely lady next to me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Gender Blender, the show where we blurred the line in the gender device. Por favor, cierra esa puerta right behind you, my brother. All right. I am your host, Cryptic. Over at the end of the table, I got
SPLOU. Can't follow me on the gram no more.
Who else we got?
It's your boy Manny. It's good to finally be back in these walls, man. It's about time. Let's get it.
I think it's a studio, but okay.
There's walls here, buddy.
All right.
There's walls.
And of course, we have
Inez L, thank you so much for inviting
Yes.
us.
Hello.
For those of you that don't know, we've been gone for 6 months due to the coronavirus pandemic and everything that's been going on.
Had a little vacation.
There's been a little change to the staff. We lost Somaida in a good way throughout the course of 6 months. She got a job, so congratulations on her new job. She's unable to be part of the show full time, but she is part of the family, so you will see her drop in every so often. So Somaida, we miss you. We love you. Thank you for everything you've done for the show. As well as you can see, Karina's not here today. She's a little under the weather. Karina, feel better. And Natalia, she's working on her music project, so she's going to be out for the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
But we are still a family, so don't spread any rumors that people leaving left and right.
Yeah.
No me pongan de chismoso.
That's it.
We're going to create a page to spread the rumors.
Yeah.
You know what?
Exactly
I
what
like.
he's saying.
You know, I like her.
I like her.
I like. Okay.
Well,
¿Qué fue, mijo?
as you guys saw last week, I posted a open casting call for anybody that wants to, any female that wants to be part of this podcast. Inez hit me up first, so I went in order. Anybody that hit me up, I put them in the following week. So Inez, welcome.
Thank you so much. But you can shut them down. Thanks.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Lord have mercy.
fuego.
Esta mujer llegó para problemas, Dios mío. ¿Y qué? I like the fire.
Yeah. So today's gonna be a little different. This show's gonna be running on straight. We're not gonna take a break. So if you have to get up and pee, just get up and do whatever the.
No commercials.
Aren't you
Just
blind?
pull it out.
Aren't you?
Do whatever the.
You
I
know
like
what?
her.
I
gotta
really like her.
Yo, where's the Rebel? I need a Rebel. Who got the Rebel? Yeah, bartender. Where's the Rebel? Estamos sin the Rebel, man.
Pero que yo te pregunté eso hace tiempo. Pero es verdad.
Mira una gota.
Mira.
No, pero si ustedes
He's
vieran.
asking, no.
Shout
él
out
lo
to
que está
Yesenia.
bebiendo-
Shout out to Yesenia. Both
Shout out to
Yesenias in the
Yesenia.
chat. Yeah.
Shout out to Yesenia. Di que
Dios
pidiendo
mío.
Red Bull sin trago.
Dame Red Bull.
Cristi tiene un vaso de aire ahí. Él está pidiendo Red Bull.
6 meses que no nos vemos, así que tú me tratas. That's how you treating me?
Wow.
Anyway, guys, tell me, starting with Blue, how was your 6 months hiatus from the show, bro?
It was, yeah. They
Tú
happened.
tenías, we used to talk through the 6 months, bro. You look like a bear, bro.
Yeah.
I never seen you.
bear.
I never seen him without a haircut before.
Yeah, I normally get a haircut every Friday. I'm in the barbershop. Like, the Fridays I don't go to the barbershop, my barber's calling me. Like, mira, ¿tú vas a pasar hoy? ¿Qué pasó? You know? So, I spent 3 whole months without getting a haircut. Bro, I looked like...
You didn't even get your Brazilian wax?
Okay, no. But you know what? Because I wasn't really getting action like that. I wasn't into the whole, so I didn't. I didn't.
But usually you do.
Usually I'm baby butt down there, you know?
Okay.
Skin tight.
So let's keep it moving along.
Y'all
Manny,
took that there. Y'all took that there. Y'all took that there.
Manny, how were you 6 months? A veces Blue, we gotta cut him off real quick. He goes down that rabbit hole.
Thank God you cut him off.
They brought me that. You know, she's bad.
Yogi,
I
Yogi.
knew it. I told you.
asking.
She had me twerking over there in front of the camera earlier.
I mean,
I was like,
what's wrong with the beat? You
had me shaking my cheeks, though. You know what?
So tell me, Manny, how you been doing, man?
I've been all right. You know, just working.
I missed you guys, man. I
really did.
Last week was fun, even though we didn't have a show last week.
That was crazy.
But yeah,
that's when the electricity.
Yeah. That's when we went to the Dominican Republic without a passport.
Yeah. So tell me, Manny, how was your 6 months away from the show?
It was hard. Because, like, once you get into the rhythm of being here every Tuesday and just vibing with you guys, it gets kind of, when is it going to happen? When's it gonna happen?
And we tried for a month, and everything was happening. Like Karina had to have a surgery, so we couldn't do the show that day.
It was always something.
It was always something.
Always something.
I'm gonna tell Karina next week to bring some sage. It's just on Tuesdays for the studio.
Estamos salados.
Estamos salados
No, lo que tenemos que traer un brujo entero ya.
Un brujo.
Una ensalmación,
Tú no dijiste que tú eres de que cristiano, evangélico, sacerdote.
Yo soy cristiano evangélico. ¿Cómo fue la vuelta?
Tú mismo no te crees ni tu propia mentira.
When you was twerking, you wasn't showing.
Nah, Jesus was holding me though.
Amen.
Jesus had me. Jesus ain't done with me yet. So
he hasn't even started with you yet.
yes, he has.
No,
You
he
was going
hasn't.
down low. I saw that. Like
I did. That was the enemy tempting me to see how low I could go.
Okay.
And obviously he won because I went low.
I
went low. But you know what? Jesus brought me back up. That's what happened.
Jesus loves you.
They're gonna talk all day. They've missed each other. Tell us about yourself.
Yes, please.
Tell us, introduce yourself.
Please.
Let our crowd know who you are, what you're about.
Ines L. I'm a simple gal that writes songs and sings.
Has a
Otra cantante, yo. We're full of talent in this podcast.
She has a beautiful voice. She was singing earlier, like you know how girls just be chilling, and she was just like, "Fuck that nigga," and I was like, "Yo, she got a dope ass voice." Like, I just.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck that.
She was like, "Fuck that nigga." Yo, voice is on point though.
Yo, but you say that with
That's not what I
feeling.
said, guys.
Because that's how she said it. She closed her eyes and everything.
She closed her eyes and everything. How
And then I was like, get low, get low.
You
get
see,
low,
that's when
get
you
low,
hit the
get
remix.
low.
Fuck that nigga, get him low. Fuck that nigga, get him low.
So how was quarantine? How has quarantine treated you? How?
I gained 15 pounds.
So did I. Look
¿De
at that.
dónde?
Yo,
Que no se te ve mal.
Listen.
No, well, I'm fasting now, so I'm dropping it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm looking at myself on camera right now, and I'm like, este tigre que está sentado aquí. Who the hell is that? Yo, my
No,
chico.
Crypto, contigo se puede salir
Yo,
a
you look
pedir.
like you just came from Amish country.
Yo, I gained hair. I grew hair where I didn't know I grew hair. In my face. by the way.
Contigo,
I've been
contigo.
drinking.
If I was,
I've been
you see?
drinking.
Dale.
Hit him.
He said.
Speaking
He
of
said
drinks,
that
where's
he
the
grew
Henny?
hair.
Yo, the Henny needs to stay on the table. Where's the Henny? Who you hiding the Henny from?
He's hiding it because he
Andar,
wants to
diablo.
write songs like
Si
about
no nos están
leche
pagando
and
para
shit.
propaganda, dime,
That's true.
dime.
That's true.
Cover it. Cover it.
Emma,
Cover it. Put
like
the,
people don't know that's a
I
damn
watch
Henny
on
Take
bottle.
off the sticker.
put the eye watch on it.
Well, let's get the show started, right, guys?
Yeah.
So this guy is
He's
really,
really good.
like they can tell that it's a Hennessy bottle.
It's not.
Eso es Mavi, eso es Mavi.
mamajuana,
Eso es Mavi.
de la República
Eso es Mavi.
Dominicana.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as usual, Gender Blender.
Wait. Can I interrupt you?
Go for it.
Can you tell us how your pandemic was, brother?
Yeah.
Like,
It was really good.
Aside
I mean,
from growing hair.
Yes.
I've gained a little bit of weight.
And
I've
looking Amish.
been working from home, been spending with my daughter. I think the best part of quarantine is that I've been living with my daughter.
that's
You
dope.
guys know how much I
That's
love my
what's up.
daughter, so
That's what's
been
up.
it's been great. We've been doing like all-nighters, movies, video games.
dope.
It's a blast. So
That's what's up.
the homeschooling was a bitch, though. Oh my God! Thank God my daughter's
How
smart.
did you deal with that? Because seriously, I've seen
I actually didn't do much. Like I could honestly say, I'm blessed to have a smart daughter. Like she aced all her classes. Like I have
Really?
no complaints. I really did it. She would lock herself in her room during her school hours and not come out. She would come out at 3 o'clock, play her video games and
Wow.
everything. But
Muchacha
she's very
delicada.
disciplined. My daughter's very disciplined. I can't
Ejemplar.
complain.
That's awesome.
Nah, my little
God
cousin-
bless your daughter. I love the relationship that you have with your daughter.
Thank you,
honestly.
thank you. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
definitely.
gotten a lot of shit wrong, but being a father is one of the things I've gotten right.
Really?
And we all have, man. Don't
We
worry
all
about
have.
it. We all
One
have.
thing nobody
Like
can tell
growing
me is that
hair
I'm a
and-
bad
and-
father. You can call me anything
No,
else.
no,
Growing
no,
hair
no,
and
no.
Nobody can say that you're a bad
No.
father
Yeah.
and that your
Awesome.
beard looks bad. Nobody can tell you
Y
none
que
of
tú
those
eres medio
things.
rarito, pero está
Cállese
bien.
la boca.
But you know, my little cousin.
We love you though, Jim.
My
We
little
love you.
cousin got caught cutting school
Oh my God.
at home.
Ew.
I almost suspended my daughter once. I'm not gonna lie.
His dumb ass.
Yeah, I almost suspended her.
He took a picture of himself
By the kitchen.
and he just put it in front of the computer and he just and he tried to tell his teacher he was just there the whole time. he's a little smart kid.
Oh,
He just posted himself right there in the computer and he's like, no, yo estaba aquí el tiempo entero. Took a few screenshots.
Dije, you can't prove that
You're
I
a little
wasn't
clever
there.
dude until his mother walked in the living
Yo,
room.
imagine
like,
us during that time with America Online back in the day trying to do schoolwork. That shit wouldn't
Yeah,
work.
alright.
Imagine trying to do homeschooling
No,
with
that
dial-up
wouldn't
internet.
How?
Una
If
marcha
before you-
bruto.
If before you start, all you would hear is,
Oh, if they if they call the house, se cae la llamada. Se cae el internet.
Yo,
and God
speaking of that,
forbid-
y'all remember MySpace and how important it was to be on the top 8?
Of course.
Yo, we gotta
I
talk
see.
about that later.
No,
we gotta talk about that
No,
later.
but wait a
Something,
minute.
I'm
But
like-
wait a minute. The funniest part about MySpace was the fact that you could put like a background with pictures and music and all kinds.
Well,
of
that was
crazy
dope.
shit.
MySpace was MySpace.
That's how
I
you
still
knew.
have my. I still have my
People
MySpace.
got salty.
I don't remember my
If you weren't-
password.
I
That's
still
how you
remember
knew
my
I was
password.
in a relationship because I would put a picture of me and my girl in my background, and then I would put Mariah Carey in the background.
Oh, you went there? You
Yeah, I
went
went
there?
there. I was in love.
Me and Mariah.
What?
Go back like
When I had,
days
yo,
of
you know what's crazy about
pacifier.
MySpace?
Go
I
back
actually-
Mariah.
I actually
don't
wrote a
understand.
song about MySpace. Remember my MySpace merengue, right?
Yeah.
I wrote a song about MySpace.
There's a MySpace merengue?
I have it. I'm gonna
Girl,
play
you
it to
don't
you. I'm
know.
gonna play it for you later. It was a MySpace merengue, and 3 months later, Facebook took over, and that song went nowhere. But that song, you're gonna hear it. It was a banger. But shit happens.
He's a jack
It
of all
doesn't
trades.
end there. That's just because it didn't.
I still got the track, so I might just switch it up to Facebook,
Cryptic.
but-
He's we was talking about the other day. He's gonna do the MySpace in salsa. He's gonna do it in bachata and what a dembow.
Tal vez.
I
Well,
was this
let's-
close to believe.
Let's talk about the nitty gritty. Let's get
let's
into
get
it.
to it.
Coronavirus.
Ay.
Coronavirus. Real or fake? Like Splu and I had a debate last week about coronavirus. We almost went at it.
Casi no dimos golpe.
Splu thinks that the coronavirus is a conspiracy.
No, yo creo que una gripe.
¿Tú crees que una gripe?
Una gripe.
Una gripe fuerte.
¿Por qué?
Es una gripe fuerte, señor.
Why? Why do you think?
Why?
No,
What do you think? Okay, I'm gonna tell you before you start.
All right.
Before you start, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. When this first started, I think 2 shows before we went off the air, we would be joking with Natalia dressing like a ninja. Remember, Natalia was
Yes.
already all prepared for Corona,
She
and
definitely
we were
was.
we were saying the flu is worse. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was bullshit. But the more and more I started seeing, the more and more I started believing in it. But I'm gonna give you the mic and
All
tell me
right.
what's going on.
So, just so everybody on this show know, I get 6 minutes of being serious, and I'm gonna use them right now.
Go for it.
And
Get
go.
low, get low,
Nah.
get low.
Yeah, you see, you bringing me off.
Sorry, I'm
Without-
sorry.
6 minutes of being
Without
serious.
getting political, because we don't do
All right,
politics in
so
this.
nah, I'm not a political. I don't even know who's president.
All right.
So,
Yeah,
all right.
same.
So I just feel like it's something new that hey, everybody as even in a regular lifestyle, if you have something new, you got to learn how to adapt to it. You got to know sometimes you're not even ready. You got a job change, a time shift. Shit fucked your whole day up now because you got used to a 9 to 5. Now they change your shit to 11 to 5. It's gonna take a long time before you get used to it. Now what I'm trying to get to is if you go back, if everybody sees what the hell, have you ever heard about the Great Depression?
Yes, of course.
The Great
Absolutely.
Depression was actually una gripe. Eso fue una gripe. Like, it was the flu. It was
We're
the
talking about
flu.
1920?
We're talking about the 1920.
1929.
So the flu, the combination of the flu, which was a fever, que si stuffy nose, a cough, people were not ready for that at the time. They weren't ready. They was like, what? You coming in with a fever of how much? 104? And you're not dead? You telling me you have a runny nose and you, nah, we never heard of this shit. That combination, you about to die. Because they're not ready for that vaccination. When the flu came out, 50 to 100 million people died, bro.
Right.
You know why? Because America itself was not ready for that until some scientists, bacano, probably from Dominican Republic, got together. And
Lo brujo, lo brujo.
Here we go.
right? So probably some scientists probably got together and was like, all right, let's take care of this shit. You know? And to this day, we have flu vaccinations.
Right.
Why? Because the world, or at least the United States, know the pandemic that it caused, like the flu caused. And that's exactly what's happening now. I don't know if y'all remember when the swine flu came out. Everybody was like, no, you had a gripe, you sniffles, that was the swine flu. People were dying. Obviously, it didn't hit that bad over here. Allegedly. But it was the swine
was the
flu.
thing, yeah.
Que hicieron? In a few months in the news, extreme breakthrough. We have vaccination for the swine flu.
So you think
Same shit is gonna happen for
So
COVID-19.
you think there's already a vaccine? They're just holding on.
100%, bro.
Now let me ask you.
So
this.
what's the agenda?
Can I ask?
Go ahead.
There's a vaccination for
Get close to
HIV
that.
still out
So
now. I
if,
think.
if they say, yo, we have a vaccine, are you gonna take it?
Do you take a flu shot?
Nope.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and I'll say
Nobody's
this on air. I got sick several times during this whole pandemic shit. Several times. Scared as shit. Oh my God, I'm COVID. I'm gonna die. Fever went high as fuck. I got all the symptoms of having to have COVID. Bro, I'm not dead.
Did you get diagnosed with COVID?
One time.
You got diagnosed with it?
Yes, I did.
So you went and got tested?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got diagnosed. But you know what's funny?
What did you feel?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I had a fever for a day. I had body aches. But then it's like, when don't you get body aches? When you have a flu.
Claro, when
You get body aches. El flu te da que te duele el cuerpo, te da un dolor de cabeza. I went to the doctor.
Yeah.
What they said, 2 weeks you got to stay at home. 2 weeks. 2 days after I went to the doctor, I had fever, bad fever for one day. 103 me llegó. That day I went to the doctor. Yo, I would say that they just me dijeron que yo tenía COVID para decir que yo lo tenía. Because they put the, first of all, the exam of the COVID is they take a long ass straw.
They stuck it up your nose.
Yo, once the nigga went in there one time, I was like, what?
You were like...
And then he was just like, yeah, you got it. Yep,
Like,
yep, don't worry about it. Stay home for 2 weeks and, you know, so boom, I get diagnosed with it. The doctor's like, okay, for the next 4 or 5 days, you're going to have fever. I didn't get a fever. I remember, sorry to get graphic, but I got diarrhea one day.
It's all right.
And the next day, yo estaba nuevecito, como que si no me había dado nada. I went to the doctor, boom. So because of, you know, everything that was happening at work, I had to give my paperwork to work.
Right.
I gave my work. I was like, hey, look, they said that I have it, but here's my paper saying I don't have it. They're like,
Do
you got it.
work in the medical field? Or do you...
Nah, I'm an assistant property manager.
Okay, oh, I'm sorry.
So I have to deal with, you know, tenants. I have to deal with, like,
So they requested that?
yeah, they
Okay.
requested it. I got two exams right now because I was just like, I'm going to be sure. Because ellos estaban asustándome, like, oh, sometimes it could say you're still positive even if you don't have anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right,
That's true.
let's go. I went to 2 city MDs. Whichever result get there first. Negative, both times. Yo no me morí.
That's what's up.
Ahora, what point do I bring? Why do I compare it to the flu? Because if before this whole pandemic shit, if an 82-year-old senior citizen coge una gripe, coge un flu, I saw that shit came from up there. If an 82-year-old senior citizen
Solo que falta que se caiga el roof.
coge una flu, yo, that senior citizen is not gonna make it, even before this pandemic.
But we have young people dying too.
Because
they
they're
have
not.
underlying issues.
Because at the end of the day,
I feel like.
they have exactly. If they have underlying, if they gotta have an issue. You have young people dying. Look at those people records. A lot of them, they were diabetic. A lot of them had asthma. It was something as simple as people having chronic asthma. People that you wouldn't know that they have asthma. That you know they can't climb two flights of stairs, but they have asthma. Le daban COVID
And they don't
because
take care
that's
of
what it
themselves.
attacked.
They're eating
What's your
fast food
opinion? What's your
constantly,
opinion on
like-
taking precautions, wearing masks, social distancing stuff? Do you think that's
I-
valid?
Look, man.
Not since you've had
Look,
COVID.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. That mask shit is a protection to a certain extent. You know, like
What extent? But I think it
to what
works.
extent? Ahí yo no te lo puedo dar porque
But
yo
this
no
is the
soy
thing.
científico.
This is what people don't understand about the masks, and I don't understand why people are so anti-masks. The mask is not for you not to contract coronavirus. It's for you possibly not to give coronavirus to somebody else. Because if these little surgical masks, this shit is nothing. These little masks, these little cloth masks, this is from me. If I sneeze, nothing comes out from here.
Tú lo que eres un asqueroso si tú te quedas con eso y you sneeze. Pero sigue.
The thing is, this is porous. Things could come in.
Yo
through here.
entiendo.
But the whole thing, it's better to prevent than not to have anything at all.
Okay, ahora
That's what the mask is for.
te entiendo. Ahora, ¿qué tú dices para la gente? Por ejemplo, cuando el pandemic estaba encendido, you had these millionaires taking above and beyond precaution.
They was out.
They weren't leaving their house, especially because they didn't need anything. They didn't need anything they want, and they still were
And you don't think that
and they were still having it. Why? You had rappers, for example. I could give an example. The rapper Scarface. He was like, "Yo, as soon as this started, I got kids, I got grandkids. I'm not taking this risk, and I haven't left my house. Nobody's been coming in my house. It's just been me, my wife, and my daughter that's living here. How am I the only one that has it? How? His wife didn't have it. His daughter didn't have it. He had it, and he hadn't left the house.
maybe he.
So
But
that's
there's the
when-
thing. Maybe he did. How did he not leave the house? Like
What I personally
is he saying he
think-
didn't leave the house? But remember, even though he didn't leave the house, he could have left 2 weeks before. Remember, it takes a while for the symptoms to show up.
It does.
So he might have
Okay,
contracted it.
Person too, though, like.
Thank you.
I know I had it in March. I know. Because,
Right.
But what I did was I did all my casero shit that I grew up with.
I mean, a family
Honduran
member of mine
style.
had it, and they're fine. I mean,
But I didn't die. I mean,
Look, in my family, I had my grandmother. She was affected by COVID.
and how old is your grandmother?
My grandmother is about 65 years old.
And she survived it?
She survived.
amen, God bless her.
She
Amen.
survived. But can I tell you something though? My grandmother is una viejita que se cuida al nivel de
Yeah.
tú la ves bebiendo 13 pastillas y tú crees que son no, esos son literales, que si esto es de sábila, que si
Yeah.
una pastilla de esto, que si una pastilla de ojo de pecado, que si ni cuánta vaina. You know, my grandmother's that viejita. Yeah, she's sick. She got her difficulties that come with age, but she's still healthy enough that she was able to.
She fought it.
Yeah, you know, her body still was healthy enough to fight it. Unfortunately, there were people that could not fight it. And they were younger than my grandmother, but they had underlying issues.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. It was, these people, the same people that we're talking about, if before this pandemic, habían cogido una pulmonía de pinga, manito, they wouldn't have made it.
Claro.
Por eso tú ves que esa gente with heart difficulties, cuando están que una gripe, nah, they take above and beyond precautions, because si cogen una gripe, they're not gonna make it. So this COVID shit, lo que vino fue una gripe with a twist. It affected what? El sistema pulmónico.
The lungs.
Yeah.
Yep.
So si tú tenías problemas, si tú eres un chamaquito que tiene asma, te fuiste a pique. Si tú eres un chamaquito that got any respiratory problems, te fuiste a pique, because that's what it viciously attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're not ready for it. They're now, I guarantee you, que hasta los flu shots van a tener something for the COVID in there. Yo te lo garantizo, because they're
I don't
going to
think
take
they
the
could
proper
modify. Like, I
precautions.
think it would be a separate vaccine. You can't put too much into a flu vaccine.
Pero el
But
flu
it
shot tiene
already
mercury ni
exists,
cuánta
though.
vaina.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
but
not trying
but
to
they
be a
can modify. I think the
conspiracy-
flu shot's already made for this season, actually.
Dude, like, let me tell you something. I'm a person that used to always buy the Clorox wipes for mom.
Okay.
My mom, she's old school, so she's like, why are you buying me these wipes? Si yo limpio de mi manera, whatever. And I'm like, mom, porque usted necesita esto. When I showed her, I was like, the back part that says it eliminates
COVID.
corona.
Yeah, corona, something like that.
She was like, I was like,
Esto es lo que
déjate llevar de mí, que yo sé. Like, it was like, listen, let me tell you something. I'm just ready for this spectacle to be over and the agenda to be
100%.
over. Like,
Yeah.
I will tell you one thing though, if it's because I listen to a lot of things, right? So it's like, I'm not diminishing the. Why am I getting wet?
You got the wet, girl. You heard? That's it. Got the hots for you.
Smurf, aquí hay como un liqueo en el estudio.
Yo, but the wet
I'll let the
is real over here.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's something every week on the show.
Y yo llegué temprano. I want everybody to know que yo llegué temprano aquí.
Like I need more wetness.
Hey,
Hey,
yo!
You know, I tend to do those. Nah, all right. Look,
Bazinga!
let's continue this conversation.
This pizza is great.
So, Manny, have you been affected by coronavirus at all?
Yeah, actually, I did. I mean, not to say that I was positive, but at my job, like 3 weeks ago, 4 people, 2 from the day, 2 from the night shift, they came down with corona. The day of Monday that we went back to work, none of us went in. None of us went into the job because when people, I work for a company that takes care of all of the bus stops in the 5 boroughs of New York.
Okay.
My department is advertising. You see all the posters that are on the newsstands and on the bus stops. We deal with that. So there's always constant movement between the drivers and us. They have to come into the warehouse to get the posters so they can post them. We didn't go in that day. We didn't go in on Monday. So that Tuesday, I was feeling a little dizzy. So they sent me home. I did the test. I did the quarantine for 2 weeks, and I came back negative. But this is something that I never in my wildest dreams would think that it would happen and that I would be seen. This is crazy. This is crazy.
All I could say is, we're all young. All of us are relatively young. Just be smart about it. If you're gonna go out, have fun. It's summertime. People trying to salvage the summer, but people getting wild out there. 2 days ago, people took over a fucking MTA bus. I don't know if y'all saw that. I posted it on my Instagram.
With the
Yeah,
hookah?
with the hookah.
With the hookah, like shit like that is like, you have to be smart about it. Yes, we're tired of being locked down. We're tired. We're all young. We want to have fun, but at what cost?
Let me tell you something. You know, when you say that, like, I'm not trying to diminish. I'm definitely a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
But I'm not diminishing the virus, right? So, like, when I went, I went to PR, and my mom was on her way back from Honduras, and I fell under the weather. Like, I had a cough or whatever. Like, yo, dude, I was like in the fucking airplane, and I was trying not to cough because when you cough, motherfuckers is like,
Yeah.
They don't
no.
even. They just.
At that time, girl.
So-
You look like a terrorist on the plane, bro.
I'm like choking.
You
on my
call-
own
yo,
cough, and
you-
I'm like, shit. What am
Yo,
I gonna do?
The scariest things on the plane right now, a terrorist is somebody that coughs.
Yo.
Seriously.
Nigga, anywhere.
So,
Crazy.
you know, I came back, and, you know, my mom was trapped in Honduras. Like, she went there for business. She was supposed to come back in April, and we couldn't get her out the country. They kept canceling the flights, you know, and we finally got her out, and she came, but it was during when I was in PR.
Okay.
So when she came back, and I felt, you know, I was like, you know, cuando tú vas a una isla, no es tu temper, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and then,
You get that little
and the
first day
AC,
cold.
yeah. So I knew that when I went, like, but I got to see my mom regardless. So I'm like, and my mom was like, my mom's old school, so she looks at this shit like, oh, okay. they
Otra
doing
gripe.
this.
Yeah.
She
Bébete
like,
un té de jengibre antes de acostarte y un té de limón con ajo en la mañana.
y listo.
Y listo.
Y listo. So that's my mom. So, but at the same time, my mom is 70. She's like 70 going on 55 because she's
God bless her.
God bless
Esa
her.
mujer está dura, sí, gracias a Dios.
Yeah.
But like when I went over, I kept my mask on
Right.
because I still had like a cough, you know, and I shouldn't have went over there. But my mom was like, I want to see you. It's been months because she left to Honduras in February. So it was just like, and I didn't even clean the house, did what I had to do for the crib. And I was like, okay, ma, we chilling here, you know.
Yeah.
And she's like, why you coughing? And then she started pulling out all the medicine. And I'm like, mom,
Yeah.
stop giving me
That's
your
my mom right there.
My-
She started pulling out the whole sábila, muchacha.
My mom is a Rico Perez fan.
Oh man.
Hey,
Rico
hey,
Perez. You can't
hey.
talk to my mother about any other vitamin
mad
that's not Rico Perez.
remedio caseros.
Oh my God.
I think that's every Dominican mom.
Yo, she
But
goes
Latina.
Oh, hey,
hard.
Latina
She
mom,
goes
yeah.
hard for Rico Perez.
Yo, my mom is like
Seriously.
coronavirus. She pulled up with the Vicks.
What?
Pounds
My mom was, yo, my
The
mom was
bitch
out here
take
putting it like it was
everything.
body lotion, muchacho.
Everything, everything.
Este corona no me va a matar a mí, ¿no? Muchacho, a mí. Yo hasta en los ojos me lo hundo. My mother was not
Vicks
playing.
is like for the Latina.
wanna know
Nigga, my mother was putting mentol en sopas, nigga. She...
Una
Mézclalo
sopa de
ahí, que se
mentol.
derrite.
Una sopa de
Tú
mentol.
no puedes
Oye.
dormir and then put it on the eyelids, but now you sleep.
Exactly.
Facts. My mother's remedio casero and religious.
Yo, I want
So my mother, when you got a headache, she do shit like this. Yeah. Acuérdate que eso se te quita.
Yo, I got a question. When they did the COVID test to you, they
Yes.
did you said the stick,
Yeah.
right?
They put it in your hole.
In my nose hole? Yes.
No, but see, the question I want to ask you, when they did they do it actually swap or did they just ram it in there?
Nah, the first.
It's alright. They didn't hit his
so
brain.
I got,
because it's all
I got
the brain
three.
is all the way in
But
the
I
it
got
hit
three
mine.
individual
You have
tests,
a
right?
Yeah.
The
Believe it
first
or not.
one-
Yeah.
the-
They rammed that shit.
The first one, the first doctor,
You like getting rammed.
he had
hard.
no compassion. Like he ain't even lube it up or nothing. He just went in there.
No.
Just went in there.
No, but see, why they did to me? No, how they did to me? The lady, I was sitting there. She was like,
Felt
okay.
truly violated.
Yo, she was like this. This is the stick that we do the COVID test, and
Damn.
I was like, oh shit. Yo, that shit went.
It went in there.
That went in there good.
That's wild.
Nigga, I was seeing Q-tips for about 4 days out my
Yo.
right eye. All day, I was seeing the Q-tip head.
Yo, I
yo.
feel violated.
Well,
I feel violated.
Nah, I got raped.
You do?
I
well,
got
the
raped.
coronavirus was huge news.
I need a hug.
That was huge news. Something else that made real big news was, you already know where I'm going, George Floyd.
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
We,
Yes.
the entire world, literally saw a murder happen
Yeah, that was the first time I saw something like that, and I expressed it that, you know, that.
May he rest in peace, by the way.
Yes,
George Floyd, rest in peace.
rest
Which
in peace.
also kickstarted the Black Lives Matter movement. Again, the Black Lives Matter movement has been around for a while. Black Lives Matter.
And they've been around for a while. Only thing is, let me tell you something. The Black Lives Matter movement fucked up.
Why? Now this
You
I
know
need to
why
hear.
No. You know why they fucked up?
Them as an organization or people trying to sabotage the Black Lives
people
Matter?
using that name
Thank you.
an example to riot, to
Thank
do
you.
all these delinquencies.
Agreed.
I was-
Oh my God.
Right?
I was
Yes.
about to say the same thing.
So let me say something. Like, if
And I have
if
something to
these
say about that
motherfuckers-
because I got into real
listen,
heated debates on
if-
social media
if
about this.
all these people that were causing these fucking riots, if these motherfuckers would have used their strength
Yes.
in numbers in what they was doing, do you understand that it was just a group of probably 4 motherfuckers that will get on Instagram, put a post and say we rioted in Fordham today, and before you know it, you have 4,000 or 5,000 people tearing down Fordham.
And guess who was enabling this? The media.
But the
Media.
But
Because you know what? You know what's fucked up about the media? And I'm sorry to cut you off. Protests are still going on.
Yes.
Every fucking
You
day.
saw
Yes.
Chicago? You saw
But that's-
Chicago,
but
right?
But check this out. Peaceful protests are going on every day.
that's what I'm saying.
Where's the media coverage of this peaceful protest?
Chicago.
No,
Chicago?
what
No,
you trying to
where
say
is
they're
the-
not-
Where's, like,
and
the-
you're not
Where
talking
is
about
the
I'm saying Chicago
where is the media coverage of the peaceful protest?
Nowhere.
The same way they covered the riots.
Nowhere.
And this is what pissed me off. About a lot of my personal friends on social media, they were all for the riots. I'm like, what's the riot? What do you want? Oh, go. What's the riot? Catch, you ready? We're live. Whoop, good catch.
Ay,
oh,
eso.
You got an auto box.
But in the meantime,
My question is, what did the riots really solve?
Nothing.
Their argument is what a peaceful protest is going to solve. Don't get me wrong. There's no right way or wrong way to express your right to protest. If you feel like rioting is the way you want to protest, I don't think rioting is a protest. Especially when I saw this one video on social media that really fucked me up. This Dominican bodega owner went into his store. It was broken into in the
Oh
Bronx.
yeah, I saw the video.
Yeah.
Broken
I
into
saw
in the
the video.
Bronx. He goes.
He hit her with a cane, no?
No. This is a
That's
different
not
guy.
that one?
No. It was a
That-
Dominican.
That was your uncle. Uncle
The
Juan.
mic. I can hear you.
Uncle Juan. Uncle Juan hit somebody.
Uncle
Probably.
Chicho. Uncle Chicho.
But this man, you could hear his voice cracking throughout the whole video. Towards the end, he lost it. He goes, I have so much debt in this bodega. On top of it, I have to deal with the insurance and this rioting. So think about it. This could be your uncle, your father, your cousin who bust his ass. This could be your father, right? Think about you being 6 years old and your father running this business to provide for you, to get clothes for you. For some people, in the name of Black Lives Matter, to come in and destroy,
And it's fucked up. It's our people.
And it's our
brown
people.
people.
Yeah.
to destroy a business that has nothing to do with what happened to George Floyd. You want to be mad at the cops, be mad at the cops. You want to, not that I'm condoning any kind of violence, you want to do whatever it is to retaliate, that's your prerogative. You're going to face the consequences.
Right.
But to go into a mom and pop shop, immigrants already have it hard
It's
enough.
your own neighborhood.
Not only your neighborhood, immigrants already have it hard enough in this country.
Yeah.
But
You
see,
know how this country is
Yeah.
being run.
But this is.
But listen though, I would never understand why you would hurt your own community, your own pharmacy. People broke into pharmacy. People need those pain medications.
I was about to.
Like you see, this is my thing, right? My thing is, you know, I'm a Latina, and I have my own struggles. We're Latinos. We have our struggles, right? But we come in all different shades and colors, right? So it's like our struggles are always going to be different, but we still struggle nonetheless. A, for being a female, and B, for being a Latina. My thing is, you got to fight smart. With unity, you can accomplish so fucking
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are
Heavily
you
agree.
doing this?
Because people take
Listen,
advantage of it.
when we had Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, you had a leader. He did shit smart, and there was changes.
There's no leader right now.
There's no leader. So now that's what I'm saying. Like, where is it? Where's the leadership? Like, I feel like it sucks because there's a lack of education. Like, yeah, I get it. And then there was loitering, obviously, you know. But like, I get the fight, and man, George Floyd, may he rest in peace. That was fucked up.
Very.
That was really fucked up. But I think that where's the education? Like, it's like we could do all this fucking protesting, but how are we gonna? Where's the end result?
Right.
They went about it. They went about it
The wrong way.
I think they had those intentions, just they did it the wrong way.
Smart.
You know, it would
Fight
have been.
smart.
It would have been fight smart and instead of them. Oh, let's shut down Fordham. How are we gonna shut down Fordham?
By fucking up our community.
By fucking up the community, bro. Shut down Fordham. Make sure you stand in front of every motherfucking New York City bus. Make sure you shut down Fordham. Have 3,000-4,000 people walking down the street. Traffic is shut down. Cops making their job harder because they're against the cops. That's what the whole thing is about. We're
Yeah.
against the cops, and we're gonna make their job harder.
But this is
and
the
then,
thing.
and
But
then
this is the thing.
what about our minority leaders, right? Because we have leaders that are
But
like Bronx
arrogance
Senates and all
wins.
that, like, but they
didn't
nobody
do
said
shit.
shit.
They didn't say shit.
Arrogance has a huge leader
Nadie hizo nada.
that is
Nobody
called
did shit.
Instagram.
That they could. Nobody said shit. Nobody.
No, they did.
Who?
They did.
Which
you
one?
had a whole bunch of all these Teto Ladrones, Al Sharpton.
Teto Ladrones.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Gente.
J-Lo walked in
Nah,
California
you had
with,
a whole bunch of
with
influential people that tried, but arrogance will never. Listen, arrogance is never gonna die. There's a whole bunch of arrogant people. Cause look, you know how many people I met that were like, "Yo, bro, right now the cops can't catch all of us." So if it's 6 dudes running in the jewelry store grabbing jewelry, chances are 2 of them gonna get caught, but 4 gonna get away.
I want to read a comment real quick. Jasenia Ramirez. Jasenia, thank you for your input. She says, see, those are people who truly don't believe in the cause. They care more about getting free stuff than actually fighting for what's right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And it's true.
They
And
use
you-
that.
and
The
you-
looting,
this is-
looting. And not only that, okay, don't get me wrong. There's something called, I'm trying to get the right terminology, agent saboteurs or agent provocateurs. Agent provocateurs. Don't get me wrong. There were a lot of people, and a lot of people say that some cops were involved in actually looting and.
Oh
and-
yeah, I saw that too. The
all
bricks,
in the
they were
they were
planting bricks.
planting bricks and all,
And
allegedly.
they fed right
Let's say
into it.
allegedly because we allegedly.
It wasn't allegedly.
You know, but we have to say allegedly for legal reasons.
Okay.
Allegedly, bricks were being planted in hot spots of these protests.
And our
but
people
now-
took the bait.
Going back to these protests and these riots, something that really bothered me and something that Twitter itself tried to instigate was another racial divide between the Dominicans and the black community. And you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. The
Man.
The whole Dykeman situation, and I think his name is Fabio Dubai, went on Instagram. How's it going, everybody, on the Instagram? Fabio Dubai, he's an Instagram. He's very popular in the community. He actually explained it perfectly. There's no, don't get me wrong, and I'm gonna start with this disclaimer. We're Dominican. You're not Dominican, but all 3 of us here are Dominican. There are Dominicans that are racist against blacks, especially Haitians.
Yeah.
You know, Dominicans tend to be racist.
Mm-hmm.
Not all.
Very.
Not all.
Very.
But in this particular case, with the whole Dykeman situation, it was not about racism. It was about Dominicans seeing what happened in Fordham and not wanting to
The
let
same
that
thing.
happen in Dykeman.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they wanted to protect the mom and pop shops.
They came
They
together.
wanted to
They
protect
sure
it.
did.
There's a difference between wanting to protect your neighborhood and being racist against targeting any particular group. You know? Because I'm a light skin, but I consider myself black. If I show you any doctor's form that I fill out, it says ethnicity, race, I put black.
Me too.
Hispanic and black.
Bájale algo. You
I
Hispanic.
just put human.
No, I mean, yeah. But don't get me wrong.
What you asking me for?
This is what a lot of people don't understand, and this is the dumbest fucking debate in the world. And it's stupid that we talk about it, but we have black blood in us.
Of
Dominicans
Dominicans are Africans
have
and
black
Spaniards.
blood.
and
If you don't think
Haitians.
you're black, hit me up on the DM. I'll give you the $25 to do a fucking DNA test. Do your 23andMe, and you're gonna realize that you have African in you. That is the most ignorant shit I've ever seen. Racist Latinos and Dominicans, Puerto Rico. That's the dumbest shit in the
It's the stupidest thing
world.
because first of all, we're all mestizo.
Yes.
Like that's what makes us us. We come in all different shades. That's what makes us delicious, to be honest. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, yes, this is the thing. We have to change the narrative.
Yeah.
We're a new generation. Like, thank God my mother raised me right. But I have family members that will see me with I've had black girlfriends. I've seen my aunts murmur to my mom, "Va a dañar la raza."
Oh.
That's crazy.
What the fuck do you mean by that? I actually think if I were to have a baby with a black woman, it would be a good-looking fucking baby. You know what I mean?
It would be amazing. Like,
Yeah, you know what I mean? But
Sure, Honduran
You
dialect.
look a bit of Chris.
I'm just
Oh, you
telling
look
you,
at
I
this,
make cute babies. Have you seen my daughter? My daughter's gorgeous.
She is.
She is.
But anyway, but besides the point, let's get serious here. Besides the point, we all have black blood in us.
Yeah.
We all have black blood in us. So even white people have black
No
blood in
matter
them. They
how-
don't realize that
You
shit.
know what?
Dude,
yo
yo,
no estoy
you-
buscando que me agarren ahí adelante a whole bunch of, hey, listen, I ain't been now, listen now.
No, seriously.
I ain't
Seriously.
black, nigga.
You know what's
Listen,
crazy?
listen,
You
listen.
say that right, and then this is my mother is Honduran and my dad is Venezuelan, right?
So how are you Puerto Rican?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
See,
I'm Dominican.
see, the racism still exists in LMP Studios just because I am a light
Yo, you know, I heard
Latina.
I heard Manny's Dominican because his father's best friend, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like,
Exactly.
one thing my mother and it goes back to like what you're taught growing up, right? So cuando a mí me preguntan, oh, ¿de dónde es usted? You know, I'm like, oh, yo soy mi papá es italiano y venezolano y mi mamá hondureña. So that's what I say.
¿Qué arroz con coco? ¿Cómo la vuelta? Your father's Italian?
So yeah, half
Italian,
and
half
Venezuelan.
Venezuelan.
And my mom's
Your father
Honduran.
must be handsome.
Oh, he was. Good looking guy.
May he
Oh
rest in
my
peace,
God,
yeah.
may he
Good
rest in
looking guy.
peace.
No, he's here. He's like you.
He's
Really
in
out
there
here
like,
doing
go ahead,
this,
baby
this,
girl.
Oh,
Let him
thank
know
you.
how good I look. Let him know how good I look when I put that robe on, baby girl.
Tell her how I put that down.
Pero como la cultura latina, right? So my mom, whenever people would ask, they would be curious, like, oh, where are you from? And I would say just that, and my mom would be like automatically, pero ella nació aquí.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's
Because
important to them.
Yeah.
Like, for example, my dad, when I got over, I just recently went to DR, I would say maybe like a year and a half ago. And I met one of my dad's friends. And I am my father's oldest.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember my dad had me maybe like 2 years after he had got here or whatever. And the guy was looking at me. He was just like, mierda. El hijo americano de Fon, eh?
It's a thing.
And I was just like, ¿cómo así? Oh, tu papá siempre decía que yo no voy a tener muchacho para que me pase trabajo aquí en Santo Domingo. Yo lo voy a tener para allá, que me pase trabajo allá, en la acera allá en Nueva York, pero aquí no.
It's a thing, and then I would be like, no, mom, I'm this. He's like, no, pero tú eres americana porque tú naciste aquí. And I'm like, ma, pero si yo hubiese nacido en China, does that
Yo
make
soy
me
China.
Chinese?
That's the thing. They
And
don't
she- and
understand
then,
that.
And then she would look at me like, because when parents are old school, they're like, they ain't trying to be wrong. So she's looking at me like, yeah, then you're China. And then I'm like, no, ma'am. Ma'am.
I like Chinese food, but I'm not
See,
Chinese.
they don't understand, because I used to tell my dad the same thing. My dad used to be like, oh, cuando te pregunten que tú eres, di que tú eres americano. No diga que tú eres dominicano.
But that's crazy.
And
But
I'm
that's
like,
stupid.
I'm being proud about what my parents are,
yeah.
and you telling me not to? Like, bro, I'm only
But
saying it because
sometimes, this is the thing, and I go back to the situation I had with my father in Dominican Republic. When I went to go get him, he raked up a bill of 225,700 and something pesos,
Okay.
which is the equivalent like $5,000-$6,000 here.
Okay.
Me and my mother, before they gave him the discharge, me and my mother went down to the admissions office
Okay.
to try to see if we could get some type of a discount. And they sat us down, me and my mother, and they were like, okay, who are you and what is he to you? It's like, oh, I'm Manolo's wife and that's my son. He's from New York. I guess she didn't really catch that. She started asking me all the rundown questions. What's your name? What's your age?
What's your sign? What numbers to dial?
Exactly.
What's your social?
What's your name? What's your
Social.
sign?
And then she asked me, where you from? I was like, oh, I'm from New York. Okay. As soon as I said I'm from New York, everything stopped. She was like, okay, this is what it is. Because if I would have said I was Dominican,
Well, no, but
If I-
It would have worked.
it wouldn't have done
Because
anything.
they know you can't.
know.
You know,
pick
ellos
and
saben
choose.
que uno no tiene los
I feel like
recursos.
you could pick and choose in those scenarios. I get it. It sucks that we have to do that, but I get that. But my thing is like when somebody asks me, like even interviews, like I had for a while, my mom used to get tight at me because when people would interview me as a singer and I would say this is where I'm from, she'd be like, yo, but you're from New York, and I'm like, I know I was born in New York, but this
My
is
nationality.
blood.
My
Exactly.
nationality.
It's
What runs
it's-
is
and that's
something
what
else.
I'm always gonna say, regardless.
Right,
Like,
right. So
Fuck.
sometimes it
Our
doesn't
parents are
matter.
so hypocritical.
Periods with a T.
As soon as they
periods.
change their
Period.
password, they don't even know how to say I'm American. Yo, see, no, my passport blue. Yo, no, no.
Yo, that blue passport be changing lives.
that
Oh,
changed
my
lives,
Lord.
man. Nigga.
No, that
My
changes
aunt didn't talk
statuses.
Spanish. My aunt didn't talk English for a whole year after her passport became blue.
Yeah.
She didn't even know how to talk English. but
changes- that
she
changes
just
statuses.
refused to speak Spanish.
But bringing
They
it
don't know how to
back.
act.
Hola, Fatima. Hello.
Yo, my
How
mom,
are
my
yous?
mom would call people out. So one time she had a client, cause she rents out houses over there in Honduras, and había una mujer que de Honduras fue a Connecticut y regresó al año, and she went to visit my mom in Honduras, and she was like, how do you say this? Azul and blue.
Your mom was probably,
blue."
mira,
My
taquerosa.
mom was like, y usted no estaba aquí descalza el otro día.
Facts.
Dime."
That's exactly how you gotta hit people.
Like, what do you?
Taquerosa, come
Dime.
polvo. Yo estaba comiendo arroz con huevo la semana pasada.
My mom is humble, but she don't play that shit. Like when you try to act like really get the fuck out of here. You just came out the country.
So bringing it back to the
Okay.
Black Lives Matters movement, because you got to get to Manny's mad soon. Bringing it back to the Black Lives Matters movement. And I'm very pro cop. I'm very pro police. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of good friends and a lot of good family
Same
that
here.
are cops.
Same here.
Here's the thing.
No,
No,
me
wait, hold
llevo
on, hold on.
mucho.
No. Before you say anything, because we know your opinion. But when it comes to cops,
Get low, get low.
When it comes
get
to cops.
low, get low.
there's a debate between good cops, bad cops. Why don't the good cops stop the bad cops from doing anything wrong? Recently, let me say something. Recently, and if you go to YouTube, they released a body camera of the George Floyd incident.
Yeah.
The actual body camera. There's one cop that was trying to do the right thing. I can't remember his name, but there's one cop that sees that Officer Chauvin has the pressure on the cop's neck, and he tells Officer Chauvin, should we roll him on his side? Should we move him from that position? Something to that effect. Officer Chauvin, the guy that killed George Floyd, says he's good right where he's at. Again, I'm paraphrasing, okay? So what can the cop do when another senior cop is telling you, I got this under control? Now, hear me out, Splu, before you interrupt. Listen, hear me out, because I know you're passionate about this. Hear me out. Hear me out. Good cops. No, good cops are stuck between a rock and a hard place. And this is what a lot of people need to understand. A lot of these cops are human, just like you and just like me. A lot of cops came out against the murder of George Floyd. You understand?
They did. Yeah, you're
They
right.
did. This is the thing. A lot of cops get retaliated against by their own department because a lot of police departments in this country have a gang mentality.
Yeah, they.
Not only do they
Getting
have
wet
a,
again. Getting wet again. Sorry.
not only do they have a gang
Girl.
mentality.
Can you sit her next to me?
Yes, Blue. Yeah, can you be a gentleman and let her sit there so she can stop? I feel bad. I guess.
I wasn't. I'm good.
No, switch it, because we don't want.
I'll take the wet for you.
So now, okay. So back to my point.
Coronavirus. What?
Not all cops are bad. Okay.
No,
I had aspirations of being a cop till my medical condition that took me on a different route. This is the thing. I would have been one of those good cops that would have been fucked up between a rock and a hard place, because you have to choose between doing the right thing and knowing how your precinct is going to react to you being a whistleblower than providing for your family. You know what I mean? They're picking between their salary and getting reprimanded. It's not that they don't want to say something. I have a real good cop friend. We used to work at the airport together. She's a cop. She tells me she hates the job. But where's she going to go with this economy? The pay is good. The benefits are good. So are you going to tell me that you're going to stop paying your mortgage? You're going to stop paying your mortgage because your job there should be more protection for the good cops, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that the good cops shouldn't say something, but they can't because they don't have any protection.
Well, yeah,
they're not protected. The good cops are not protected.
There's a bulliness in there.
That's the thing. People need to understand the good cops are not protected from retaliation.
But at the same time, I feel like, though, with all due respect, I feel like, I mean, and I'm trying to like rectify this way of thinking, but I always thought that people that joined the police academy was because they got bullied in high school and they ain't got nothing better to do.
Hold on, I want to read this comment real quick because I like when they interact about these. So I'm sorry. Marv Gambino says, I just feel that cops need to get trained heavy on mental skills, not allowing people to get under the skin, which is true.
No, I disagree
what do you mean?
with that.
Okay, Marv. Splu disagrees with you. He's gonna tell you why.
Marv, all right, great comment, dope. But let me hit you with something, right? She said something right now that really hits a nail on the head. I have a friend that he is actually a high-ranking detective as a cop. He has put in his work, and I respect what he's done. But he got known in the street for being a bully cop because he was a bully growing up. He was my boy. I was my brother. But I was there to witness a lot of the bullying. I was there to see, like even growing up, even his nickname, even growing up was like a bullied name. Do you understand? Like he got known for that name. And, it's like you bring a girl to the block and it's like, yo, what's up, Fulanito?
By the way, hold on. By the way, Marv is an alias, is actually a female. I know who she is, so she's using a different
mom.
Yeah, that's super. So yeah, so keep going.
But
her name is Jennifer, by the way.
So what I personally think, how we can get good cops, like you want to call them.
They are good. This is the thing. They are good cops. It's not how I want to call them.
My man, listen.
Don't tell me how I want to call them because they are.
It's not about bad cops. It's about cops who understand where the fuck they working. You understand? You take all these cops from Long Island, West Bubblefuck suburbs.
That's another thing. You have a good point.
In the gritty Bronx,
I
bro.
personally believe
they don't know what the fuck they dealing with.
New York City cops need to live in the 5 boroughs. I'm sorry.
So that goes.
You have to grow up in this city to know how to handle this.
That goes with what Marv Gambino was saying.
Yeah.
Right. The training. All right. The training is all cool. But the training is un video que ponen un VCR del 1970, like, hi, to be an NYCD cop, you have to do this. Nah, my man, where you working at? Because the training pertains to what area your precinct is.
Yeah.
If you're in the 42nd precinct
in the Bronx,
and your areas is la 157 Giral y que si la 170 y Gran Conco, my man, your training is not just no.
I agree with you,
but there's people that will come at a cop, and the way they speak is just threatening to a cop that's, let's say, from a Long Island suburb. Well, the cop comes.
So I do agree with you. I do agree with you. There has to be something where cops have to be from the city. I'm sorry, that's my personal opinion.
I would say.
But another thing that people don't understand, and I had this conversation with a couple of people. Go ahead, do your thing. New York City is very segregated. They don't understand that. New York City, even though we're a melting pot, if you really think about this city, it's not as unified as people think.
No, it's not.
You have, pero mira, está dando un show ahí, diablo, oye, tú tienes.
Wow, mujer, pero Dios mío. Pero de maldad que tú viniste ya.
Yo, I saw the camera. I lost my train of thought. I'm like.
Look. Our viewers just went up 17. Look at that.
Yo, look at our views.
Look, 17. No, pero yo, nada más porque ella. Sí, quédate ahí mejor. Quédate
No,
ahí.
but back to the
it's working for us.
back to the point. New York City is very segregated. You have Little Italy.
Yeah.
You have Chinatown. You have Washington Heights. You have Harlem.
Upper West Side.
These are all segregated. We're all segregated in little communities. That's why there's never going to be real unity in New York City.
Bullshit.
What do you mean?
That's fucking bullshit.
Tell me why.
Yo, let me tell you something.
The only time we really unite is when we're on the subway.
The only time we united when stupid shit like the Black Lives Matters happen and motherfuckers want to start breaking into shit. Why? Why?
Because they're doing it for the wrong reason.
Why?
They're doing it for the wrong reason.
Why is there not? Why? Why are, like we were saying earlier, why motherfuckers ain't getting together and they're like, yo, let's get 10,000 strong and march in front of the courts. Shut down every precinct in every borough. Yeah. Let's shut it down. Let's pack every motherfucking precinct in Brooklyn, in Queens, in the Bronx. Black people could do it. Why they didn't do that?
The lack of unity that you alluded to earlier.
But why is it that it has to sadly be our people to be like that?
So you know what it is? But you know what it also is?
I was having this conversation, man. Let me finish this, right? I was having this conversation about how Yemens will come from West Bubblefuck Yemen, and just because ellos tienen un tío aquí que tiene una bodega, ellos tienen un primo. Yo, esas personas llegan de aquí y en un año está parado con su bodega, con su propia, con su casa, con su carro, tiene su familia bien. ¿Tú sabes por qué? Porque no solamente las familias se juntan, but the Yemen community, they'll be like, oh, one of ours came from our country. Oh, yeah, let's help them out.
You're right. Yeah. Yep.
They will go to their temple and they'll have their Islamic little thing, and I'm sorry if I'm getting the religions wrong, but they'll have their little religion shit, and then, hey, listen.
But even Hasidic Jews too. La comunidad in Brooklyn.
They stick together. Them Jews,
yeah.
Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something. There's not a greater example of unity than the Jews. The Jews got their reparation money from everything that they went through in the Holocaust, and you know what they did? ¿Cuánto te dieron, loco? 1 millón. ¿Cuánto te dieron a ti? 2 millones. Mierda. Vamos a juntarnos y comprar estos edificios aquí. Vamos a comprar todo el edificio en este bloque.
It's working for me.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah.
You don't see, unfortunately, you don't see our people doing that. You don't see all these motherfuckers.
Siempre
Look at
hay envidia, siempre hay algo.
I can't fuck with you, Paige. Yeah, he was killing him while he was pretending he was restraining him. He's talking about Officer Chauvin and the murder of George Floyd. But yeah, this whole Black Lives Matter movement, I'm very pro Black Lives Matter, and but a lot of it was trending. People were doing it because it was trending, just like every fucking thing else on social media. People right now are talking about WAP. That's the only reason
we saw his murder.
They're talking about WAP. Okay, great song, whatever, but
it's actually a very great song to have sex to, by the way. Just want to throw that out.
Let's stick to the narrative. Let's stick to the narrative, and let's just love each other. To be honest, there's a lot of shit going on in this country, and it's only gonna get worse before it gets better. It's only gonna get worse before it gets better.
You know how we like, you know how you say, cuando dice tu tía que le habla a tu mamá de, oh mira, va a dañar la raza y eso. That's colonization. That's from historical. So for example, it's different for my culture because my culture is more indigenous.
Yeah.
So my mom periodically would say, no, esa India, and it's as an insult when really it should be a fucking great thing because we're Mayans. We come from the Mayan culture. Pero eso llega de los Spaniards that it implements like our blackness, our indigenous side is diminished and it's looked at as a negative thing.
Right.
And it's fucked up because it carries on, like, and I had to correct my mom. My mom don't like it, but I had to correct. I'm like, Mom, why do you say that? Like, you're Mayan. Look at your nose.
Yeah.
Like, I see your nose. Like, she's light skinned. Yeah, but you got the Mayan nose. Like, this is our culture. You should be proud of it. Don't use it as a negative thing.
Right.
Because you're just doing what we were taught as slaves.
Right.
Yeah.
Technically.
What's really gonna cause change is this November. I said I didn't want to get political, and I'm not going to tell you to vote.
He's getting political, guys.
But if you want change, November it is. November it is.
I can't vote. I got 2 felonies.
It's all right.
Well, I
I'll
don't vote because I don't really think it's actually
You see, give
it's
me
actually
some.
count.
Right here.
But yeah.
Up here.
I'm gonna vote because I want to get the little sticker.
But moving
For your social media, yeah.
moving right along, Manny has seen a lot of shit throughout the last 6 months. But Manny wants to tell us why he's mad.
Why you mad, Manny?
Manny, I made a real beautiful logo for you.
I know.
It is beautiful.
Why you
But
I know.
we have the director sitting on the table today, so nobody's manning the console. That's why the show's
That's
on running.
fine.
Damn,
That's
you made me
fine.
feel bad about sitting at the table.
Just
You
don't,
wanna go to
just
the
don't-
council?
just do me a favor. When y'all see the logo, don't laugh at it. Don't laugh.
Manny
This
got a
was
big-ass forehead.
Crick's
Can we get
idea.
the? Can we get
No,
the?
it
can
was
we
my
get the
idea. It was
Diva
your
fan?
picture. Don't pin the shit on me.
You know what?
Damn,
I
you
think
can't-
I have
you
it.
couldn't
We
help me
can't
out?
get the diva fan over here so we can get our hair blowing.
So Manny's gonna tell us why he's
Word.
mad. Manny, tell us why you're mad, man.
Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad, son.
Well, for this segment of Manny's Mad, I took it back to previous times that this has happened to me before. What gets me mad is that when you're single, and you try to kick it to a girl, or vice versa, they're like, oh, no, I only see you as a friend, and blah, blah, blah. They shoot you down real quick. They shoot you down real quick. They're not interested in a relationship. They're not interested in pursuing anything with anybody. They're to themselves.
Apparently, yeah.
Lo que quieren es ser cuería sin que nadie le diga nada.
And that's okay too.
That's
Well,
fine.
Not be
That's
straight.
fine. But now that you're with somebody,
Oh, this is
I'm
personal?
smiling because I actually posted
no,
something about
no,
it.
and I took it, and I took,
Oh, so yeah.
yeah, and once you're happily settled down with somebody, whether it's going out, whether it's your fiance, whether it's your wife, all of a sudden, hey, big head,
This is
what's up? How you doing?
That's why you gotta hit him with
Oh.
the caso
I'm
cerrado.
like, wait a minute.
Oh, she was like she hit you up like.
Yeah, she was like, how you doing? I'm fine. Oh, no, just, looking through pictures, and I just saw a picture of us, from way back when, and just thought, to hit you up. Oh, how nice. Oh, that's a nice picture. That's a nice picture. That should have been us.
Oh shit.
Oh, really?
I got a similar.
Ma'am.
I got
Oh,
a similar
really?
DM.
Ma'am.
So where the fuck were you when I was single and I was trying to holler? You dumb bitch.
This is
Let
no,
him know why you're
wait,
mad.
no, let's not disrespect
Ma'am.
women.
No,
He
you know
mad.
what?
Let him be
This is
mad.
gender
No,
blender.
no,
We
no.
do not
Tell him
disrespect
you
women
mad,
on
son.
this
No,
show.
let him
Tell
know
him
you
you
mad.
mad.
No,
We do
wait
not
a minute.
disrespect
Let
women
him be
on
mad.
this
This is
Fucked up.
this is my fucking segment.
show. Oh, boy,
Deja el
Tell him,
muchacho que se me
okay.
prese.
I'm fucking mad. You know why? You know why? Because
Water's gonna come down on you right now.
let him come down. Que caiga el diluvio de no siquiera.
Let
Le
him
vale
know.
verga.
Tell him why you mad, son.
You know why? You know why I get mad? It's because the simple fact that I'm the type of person that when I love hard.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
I'm a
something when you're
gentleman.
done.
I'm a gentleman through and through. Why? Because my parents raised me better than that. My parents raised me to treat women as they deserve to be treated.
Amen. My mother too.
Bueno,
So
hay que
when
hablar
I
con mi
present
mamá.
when I present my card to you and I'm trying to kick it to you, I was like, listen,
Right. Yeah. I mean.
and you just blow me off completely because maybe I don't have the fly's car, or maybe I don't have money sticking out my asshole, and then all of a sudden I move on from you.
Can I ask you this? So the money wasn't coming out the asshole after the COVID thing. It ain't.
I don't want to talk about the COVID.
Hey,
I don't want to talk about the
Just
COVID.
asking.
I'm traumatized
Just
still from the COVID
asking.
thing.
All right.
I'm still traumatized with the stick.
Getting all
All
that,
right, but you know what?
getting that
Carry on,
$600 a
carry on,
week.
I'm feeling this right now.
No,
like I'm hurt.
But why I feel so strongly about it? Yeah, guys, keep it raining.
Ahí,
Keep
te
it raining.
está
I don't
cayendo
give a
la
fuck.
Make it rain. Make it rain.
Why I feel so strongly about it is because I put my heart on the line
Yeah.
because I see something in you that I like, and I feel like you and me could be a perfect match.
Are you hitting on her or are you saying a story?
No, I'm just saying.
No, he's actually looking
all
at
right.
He was looking at you when he
No,
said
yo
that.
pensaba que él se
Because
estaba
if I look at
defendiendo.
you, because if I
when
look
you-
at
when
you,
you
I'd
took
be
off your-
weird.
When you took off your fitted, he was like, "I've been drinking."
You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this.
But Manny has a point. Manny said he was inspired. He actually, before he saw my post, he told me, yo, it's funny because this is exactly what I wanted to talk about in the show. And then he
Exactly.
says the fact that I posted, okay, if you follow me on social media, I think 2 days ago I posted something similar. I've been dating a person for a little over a year.
¿Cómo?
Ay.
Mierda.
But listen. I don't like to get too much into my personal stuff, and she's very private as well.
Hey.
So every time I post a picture of her, I actually ask her permission, like, is this okay with you? She says, fine, whatever. So
You're
we actually
so
had,
nice. You're
so
such
we
a
actually
nice
had
guy.
a great family
I just
day.
posted a picture of her right now on my Instagram with Bay.
So we actually had a great family day this past Sunday, and I got a lot of compliments about her, about us, how we look, but then I got 2 or 3 different messages. One of them stuck out from a girl that I tried to holler at maybe last year, and I didn't get the fucking time of day.
No?
Time of day. So all of a sudden, they're interested in me. But mind you, last year, I didn't have this weight. Last year, I was going through my Crohn's disease battle or whatever. And don't get me wrong, a lot of women are shallow. I believe there's a lot of women and men alike. You look at the physical. Don't get me wrong, the first thing you notice is somebody's a physical. I go by
Not
vibes.
always. Not
I go by
always.
the vibe of a person. But what Manny's saying is true. Once they see you're treating somebody right, and you're this and you're that, they'd be like, damn, maybe I should have given this guy a chance.
They see what could have been,
but
but they see it too late.
But you had that chance.
Yeah.
You had that chance.
When I'm pouring my heart out to you, and I'm telling you, listen, you know, I'm feeling you. You know, I think, you know, let's get to know each other and see where things take us. Oh, I'm not looking for any relationship right now. I'm just trying to keep to myself. I'm trying to do. That's fine.
And then she gets into something?
Then she gets into something. I move on. I get into my relationship, and all of a sudden, oh, that's a nice picture of that girl and my boyfriend.
See, but you guys, this
I'm like,
is this.
where
All right,
is this
I'm the,
yo,
this is,
yo,
that's
but
the
from,
crazy part is, hold on. The
from a-
crazy part is, I'm the easiest dude to date. I'm
from
the
a
easiest dude
female's
to date.
perspective, though, you guys cannot fall for the bait because, this is where I have to tell you, like, there's a difference between girls and women.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So,
definitely.
like, a woman is not gonna do
Preach,
that.
girl.
It's not gonna do that.
A real woman ain't gonna do that.
She ain't gonna do
real
that.
woman.
A real woman. You ain't got time to fucking be a fucking Dr. Phil to these bitches out here.
You really don't.
So that's what that is.
See, 'cause here's the
Either
thing.
you do or you don't. I'm
Like-
not trying to waste your time. Please don't waste mine.
It's funny because, like I say, I'm the easiest dude to date. Remember,
Yeah.
maybe our show a couple of months ago, I coined this phrase. A lot of people have started using it, but I made up this fucking phrase. If you date me, you could feel single, but don't act single. And a lot of you guys were confused, like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
That means you can do whatever the fuck you want, because I'm not your owner. I'm not possessive or whatever. So if I'm giving you that attention,
It's called an adult. It's called an adult relationship.
it's called an adult relationship,
An
and I'm gonna
adult
give you.
relationship.
If we're dating, I'm gonna give you the same respect as if you were my girlfriend. Because if we're dating, I'm single. I still consider myself single.
But how are you gonna give someone the respect of being a girlfriend? And I understand what you mean, maybe, because I do it myself. I will, let's say, fuck with a girl or talk with a girl, and el trato que yo le doy a la mujer, they feel like they themselves will feel like, oh, you like me, like you wanna,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But after I'm not, like, let's say after I leave your side, you gotta understand, even while I was with you, I was single. So now that I'm not by your side, if you see some shit on Instagram, remember that I'm single.
No, but this is the thing.
Well, but see
No, but this is the
that's
thing.
why you got to talk about it though, because like if it's exclusive, you have the conversation.
Thank you.
If something-
Communication.
But this-
But if
see-
something bothers you, say like let's say she sees you and you like let's say right here right now we're doing this podcast, right? We're doing this podcast.
Boom.
There's nothing, right? But we take a picture and you're talking to somebody, and y'all kick it and it's a very good vibe or whatever. She feels a certain way that he's taking a picture with somebody of the opposite sex.
Now, what's
That's
the
not
status of
ugly.
really? But this is the thing.
That's not ugly. So
But this is the thing, though. And her and I talk about this a lot. Her and I have been dating a little over a year. And again, I'm trying to keep my personal life away from this as possible. But this is something
no,
that
not
people
right
need to
now,
learn.
but keep going.
But this is the thing that people need to learn. And she says this a lot to me. A lot of people in this day and age don't learn how to date. A lot of people are confused when I tell them that I've been dating this person for a year. They tell me, oh, that's your girlfriend. Number one, there's no labels. I don't
There
believe
is
in
none.
labels. I don't believe in labels because once you put a label on something, it's unnecessary added pressure.
agree.
Cryptic, you know I got love for you, right? Can I be transparent with
Go
you?
for it.
Can I tell you something?
Hold on. You really
Okay, I'm
wanna
about
do
to
this?
get some therapy right now.
You really want to do this right now?
I'm gonna do it.
You gonna hit him?
I'm gonna do it. And I haven't even had this organic pizza yet.
Hit him.
So
This organic pizza is cold, by the
I'm
way.
trying to, yeah, that's just, but fuck it.
No,
Cold
it's
pizza's
okay.
good though.
But you know what?
Pizza's the only thing that's good cold.
The cheese was flown in from Italy. First
Nigga,
of all.
that shit's, yo, that took 40 fucking minutes to get this
I
pizza
don't know.
ready.
Y'all
bro.
should have just went to Domino's.
I just smell
Nah,
like
we don't
pizza.
do that. We
I
don't do
smell
that.
like
We
Oh,
go
we
to
don't-
authentic Italian. We
We
don't
don't
do
do
that.
that.
Now,
Okay.
my thing is
Am
this,
I getting
right?
therapy right now?
Yes.
Okay, go
well,
for free
like,
advice.
from a girl's perspective, right?
I mean, you
So-
gave me this
No,
advice in
not
the
a
car.
girl. From
You
a
gave me this
woman's-
advice in the car.
From a
and
from
woman.
a
Oh my
real
God. Oh.
woman's
Thank you
perspective.
so much. Thank you for
go
correcting
for it.
me.
I'm gonna be open ears.
Now, if you were secure in this situation, after 6 months, you know that's your girl. Period.
Why though?
Well, do you
Because-
know
Why
if
is
she's?
there-
Do you know if she's fucking with anybody else?
I'm not gonna answer that question.
Because
Why
you would,
not?
because when there's a connection, there's a connection.
Yeah, like you will
Period.
know.
After 6
Like I
months,
said, I
matter
don't
of fact,
like- I don't
matter
wanna
of
get into
fact-
my
matter of
personal-
fact-
Yeah,
matter of
you know
fact,
what?
I don't want to
after
get
a
into
month.
my personal, so I'm not
Matter
gonna
of
answer
fact,
many
even
questions.
after a month though, like even after a month, you just there's listen, when there's a connection and there's an energy that's flowing and
Listen,
there is no questions.
The vibe is there.
If you
if
could
the
watch-
vibe wasn't there, we wouldn't be together
if
for
you
over a year.
but
can't-
now we're talking about a year.
if you can't finish watching a Netflix movie with this girl because you keep having quickies in between, that is your girlfriend. If you not doing that with her, send her ass home.
I'm gonna throw a pizza at her. Give me a pepperoni pizza so I can throw it at
I
him.
can't.
It
I'm
matches
gonna throw
his
a pizza.
jersey. The
What?
pepperoni
Oh,
matches his
Any
jersey.
girl I'm with, that is the test.
Let's get
If
away
we
from
watch,
What's the
if
test?
we watch the whole movie and I ain't bust a quickie in between, bitch, go home.
let's get away from me and let's talk in general.
Fair
let's
enough.
talk in general.
Fair enough.
So in general,
enough. In general, I feel like even after a month, you just know. There's no
a
there's-
month though, really? I didn't know.
Depending on the vibe.
It depends on
Depending
how
on
you
the
drop
vibe.
it.
It
man.
really depends on the energy with the person. Now we're going to 6 months. Now we're going to a year, and now you're saying, "Oh, well, we're just dating. There is no title." Listen,
And you spending
You-
all this time
Is there
dropping
is
nuts.
there a time limit for dating as opposed to taking it to the next
Don't
level?
be asking questions that's gonna make us get you go home and beat your girl up or something.
I
All right?
would never.
We're not about to. We're not
I
about
would
to.
never.
You gonna get home like, bitch? Listen,
or
we've been
or
dating
we
for
take
a whole year.
or we take him to a strip club. Like, you know what? You need to forget her.
I've never been to a strip club. I've never been to a strip club.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
So
Oh, you don't know
We
what
go.
you're
We
missing.
gonna turn the news.
I got
Un
mentioned.
hombre en
I-
el
I
Alto
pre-
Manhattan
to be
acaba de
honest,
tirar su novia de un rufo.
I'm the type of person that I don't believe in labels. I don't. I really don't. So if we're dating for a year, we're dating for a year, but whatever. But
You know what? Listen, I don't know. Let me tell you something, Crypto. When you are into somebody, tú dices, oh, ella es mía y yo soy de ella. That like I don't know. Maybe I'm too Latina when it comes to that.
But you know what it is?
it's not like
I
being
think
possessive.
I think a lot of my friends and you told me,
Chemistry. It's
and I'm gonna say
chemistry.
what we spoke about in the car.
Yeah.
Like you told me that I'm too nice. I've told you about my past. I didn't speak to you about this particular
Yeah, yeah,
relationship,
yeah.
but I spoke to you about previous relationship. You told me that I'm too nice of a guy. But the thing is,
That's my problem too.
But the thing is,
No, my
this is the thing. This is
La
the thing about me.
víctima, haciéndose la víctima.
I don't know if it's a Pisces
works.
thing. And actually, my ex-girlfriend is on the chat. And she says,
That's your ex. She did you dirty. Dime para insultarla ahora mismo.
anyway,
Dime qué fue lo que te hizo esa
I'm not gonna tell you who
azarosa.
she
Write a
is, but
song
anyway.
up
Mira,
on this
a mi amigo no se le rompe el corazón. Azarosa.
But anyway, but listen to this. Okay, she's in the chat, but I've always treated a girl right. The thing is, I'm not a demanding person. Ever since I was 24 years old, I've been living by myself.
Y eso hace mucho.
Listen to this. I'm not trying to sell myself, but this is the thing about me and how.
But he's totally putting himself out like this is Match.com.
Word, here's my
I'm
dating
24
profile.
years old. I've been living by myself.
By the way,
I got a great career. Got a daughter.
It stems
I live by
back.
myself. Ladies.
It stems back from the way my mother raised me, because my mother was done wrong in her life, like any
Yeah.
other Dominican woman. I'm pretty sure your mothers have had. If you're Dominican, you
Mi
know.
mamá le pegaron un camión de
Dominicans are very
cuerno.
My mom's
Dominican
Y lo
men.
cogió tranquilita.
Dominican men are very misogynistic, and I doubt. I guarantee that 80% of Dominican mothers have been cheated on by their husbands. I'm sorry. That's just my personal
Nigga, my
statistic.
mother got cheated on by the milkman.
Yeah.
My mother got cheated on by everybody that came across her. But you,
You
know
guys-
what?
Okay.
My
you
mother's
guys
a strong
you guys are
Latina woman
reckless.
que
Listen.
sabe aguantar su cuerno y criar su muchacho.
Listen. I'm getting kudos right here. Marv
That's
Gambino.
no, I don't agree with that.
Marv
Excuse me,
Gambino,
sir.
listen.
Déjame hablar.
Marv Gambino, which is Jennifer, which is also coming to the show. I'm gonna be all exclusive. Jennifer, Marv Gambino.
Hold on. Who you
She's
talking
my
about?
ex-girlfriend, Jennifer.
Oh, that's the one we talk about.
she
Sazarosa. Esa es la que viene para acá.
She said it right
La voy a
there.
arrastrar, va a
Listen,
ser.
listen,
Ven
listen.
pa'l show, ven. Ven pa'l show para que tú veas lo que te voy a hacer.
She says it right there. Listen, for whatever reason, our relationship didn't work out, but we're great friends.
It was
She
your
told
fault,
me-
Jennifer.
We're such good friends that she told me, listen, I want to try out for the podcast. And I'm like, okay, fine.
Oh,
Que Dios
well,
quiera
they-
que mi ex-girlfriend me tire y que I want to be part of this podcast. Caigo preso esa noche.
And not for
All
nothing.
right, so when is her tryout so I could be here with the sniper?
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
But listen, she's
I'm gonna
an
be outside
amazing,
with a spitball
she's
straw.
an amazing person, but for whatever reason, the relationship didn't work out. But we remain friends. And her son, I consider her my son. She knows the relationship we have. The girl I'm dating knows about her.
Ooh, they was
You
kidding
know what I mean?
about
So
it.
listen, I'm a very transparent person. I'm a very transparent person. There's nothing. Sorry. Look at it. She said,
That's
Mr. Nova York says, Cryptid invented entanglement. This fuck. Mr. Nova York, I love you, bro. Oh, by the way, congratulations to Mr. Nova York and his podcast.
Yes, Nueva York.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take this moment to plug it in real quick. If you haven't heard No Speaky Podcast, that's one of the best podcasts on Spotify right now. And I'm not blowing shit because Mr. Nova York is my man.
Tell Nueva York that I said que
He's
eres
listening to you right now.
Tell-
I don't need to tell him shit.
Yo, tú eres un culero.
Wow, Nova York.
What is a culero?
Oh, that's from
That's an asshole in English.
Is an asshole?
No, that means like,
That's asshole. Culero's asshole.
Oh my
don't try to-
God.
don't try to
I'll let him
sugarcoat it.
No hable así de Nueva York.
Eres un culero.
Culero, culero.
Eres un culero.
Culero, culero.
Eres un culero.
Culero, culero.
Eres un culero.
Yeah. But yes,
Wow.
going back to, yeah, I mean, relationships today are hard. A lot of people have ulterior motives. I'd rather be somebody that I vibe with and we're completely
I
honest.
think, you know what I think you should do? I think that you should run by these females through us. Like you have like the interview process.
Yeah.
You have the first round, second
Yeah,
round,
yeah.
third round. Cause we gonna get you this
What
wife.
are your intentions with
We're
my
gonna
boy?
get you this motherfucking wife.
I don't want to
and
get married again. I've done it
No,
twice.
yo no me involucro en eso.
Twice?
Why
Twice.
Not? Why not?
You guys really want me to talk about my personal life?
No. It's not even about
Twice.
talking because it's obvious if you start dating a person and it goes past a certain amount of years.
She gotta be part of the family. Like it's like.
You know, I
But
mean,
we gotta
why not?
we gotta do the interview process.
Nova York says I'm gonna have my ex-girl on this show while his 1-year non-label relationship is watching.
Oh shit,
Oh,
my
shit.
rock fell. Wow.
No está ahí, mija, no te preocupes, eso está brillando.
Pero listen, real talk.
Te voy a decir, loca, se te cayó el diamante ahí.
But real
No,
talk.
yo me quedo
This is
callado,
important to
tranquilito.
talk because again, I do give a lot of females advice on relationships and shit like that.
Costume jewelry. Shut
Coño,
the
ustedes
fuck up.
están, ese gen está dando duro.
Whatevs.
Te la arreglo.
No, but I do appreciate your advice. And you were telling me in the car, and thank you. I even tagged you on the post on social media. She told me that I'm too nice. And not only that, it's not that I'm too nice. I just can't be an asshole.
No, I think you should be you when
I
somebody
am me.
when you deserve when the other person deserves it. But when you see that the action is not
Reciprocated.
yeah, it's like
Wow.
But you know what? I guess that's the thing. I've never been an abandoned person, not even on my birthday. The last time I got a real gift on my birthday, besides, she did take me out for my birthday, but before, the last time I got a real genuine gift on my birthday, I was 12 years old.
All right, can I say something real
Go
quick?
for it.
When was the last time you had sex with this partner?
I'm not going to go into that.
No, you got
I'm really not going to go into that. So we could skip that. I'm not going to go into that. That's too personal. I'm not going to go into
All
that.
right, so let me tell you something. Can I go? No, Cryptic.
She has to go pee.
I got a girl. Who the fuck said I got a girl and a wife on the side?
I can't fuck with you. That's
I
my
can't
boy
fuck
Jay.
with you. Who's
Mierda.
that? Who's that taking my old life? Nah, Cryptic. What I think she was trying to say
Okay.
was that como un hombre,
Okay.
uno sabe, por ejemplo, es because of today's society and because of the machismo,
Right.
it's rare for the guy to be the one to push the relationship.
Right.
Like I've been I've been known to fuck with a girl, me her family. Oh yeah, tu muchacho tengo.
This was a good topic, by the way. We got us a real conversation.
And it's like
You get a race.
I'm not a big labeler.
I don't believe in labels.
But cryptic. But what you have to be
And
careful
I'll tell you why I don't believe in labels.
What you have to be careful of is, I understand there's no labels, but there has to be an established, like, ¿qué es lo que está pasando type shit.
Right.
¿Tú me entiendes? Because I've been in situations where I'm talking, you know, yes, sex and all of that is involved with the female, but there's not necessarily a relationship established. Mm-hmm. So it's more like oh yeah, you know, I do my thing and you do your thing, right? But we enjoy each other's time. Bet. Rather than we enjoying each other's time, one of us is thinking this is just like a relationship type shit. And then before you know it, when you see, for example, if your girl, in this case, if your girl's thinking, I got my man, there's no label on it, but this is my man.
Right.
And because there's no label on it and it's something so sensitive, you can fuck around, because I've gotten out of many, many issues by saying these words right here. I'm not your man, and you're not my girl. So what's the problem? But as a man now, as an adult, as a mature man, I understand, bro, I'm staying over these girls' houses, fucking them raw, meeting their kids, staying over their house. I got a whole gaveta in their house. But when it comes to that conversation of relationship,
why is it plural though? You shouldn't be fucking plural.
Oh, you don't know about Splu yet. Listen, watch episode. Listen.
Sir.
Inez, watch episode 1 through 6. You'll get to know what Splu's all about.
Get to know Splu. But this is a reform.
You should protect the penis.
It is very protected.
Okay.
So
you can get COVID. COVID is the new STD now.
No. But you know, as a man, I've done shit like that and not understand when women be like, oh, pero nigga, you staying in my house, you met my mom, you met my kids, you done met my baby daddy, everybody, and you telling me I'm not your girl? No, we never established that 100%. So if you see me with homegirl over here, you can't get mad.
What's wrong?
Is this still the case now, or this is back when you was young?
Back when I was younger.
Now, there's another question. What if you're respecting their wishes of taking it slow? If you're really into them.
Define taking
First
it slow.
of all, let me tell you something.
You gotta define that.
When I started fucking with girls, like there's something there's something I established from the get-go. Like, a mí me puede gustar la mujer, but we're gonna establish this whether we just fucking or whether we just enjoying each other's times or whether we working on a relationship type shit.
I had somebody tell me that dating a year has been too much, that I should just dead it.
Why?
What you say?
Somebody told me that I tell them, because people don't understand. I've been dating for a year and they don't understand what that means. They're like, you should just let that shit go. But what's dating? A lot of people don't really know.
Ahora, that's the thing. What is dating to you?
Yeah, it's different for everyone.
Because I could give you a breakdown of dating, and it's going to make you want to go home and be like, bitch, get the fuck out of my house right now. You understand?
My ex-girlfriend says, I'm sorry, a year is a long time.
It is.
You know, but you know, it's all what you consider dating. Ellos hay gente that consider dating, you fucking with me, I'm fucking with you. We're not in a relationship, but you are exclusive to me and I'm exclusive to you.
Right.
But in a case like mine, dating could be whenever I want to go eat some churrasco and langosta, we're going to go. If we fuck after that, cool. If not, I just enjoyed my time with you.
Right.
So it all depends on what dating means to you. So what does dating mean to you, Cryptic?
Ooh.
To me, dating is trying to get it right.
This pizza.
And this is what I'm going to tell you. This is the only time I'm going to delve into my personal relationship. My first wife cheated. My second wife cheated. I'm going to say it straight up. And I've never said this before, but it's facts. And I'm tired of protecting people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they make me look like the bad guy. Right? So...
Can I ask you something?
Go for it.
La mamá de tu hija, ¿quién es? The first wife or the second
First wife.
Okay.
Right?
This nigga know why you're an asshole. Support cheating.
I love me, Mr. Nueva York's my dude.
Yo, what an asshole.
But even though I've had those experiences, I've never judged the next person I'm dating. I don't go in guarded. And that's the thing.
That's amazing.
And that's the problem that's what differentiates me from the girls I date. Girls I've dated have been done wrong, but they're guarded. I go into the relationship unguarded.
Listen, you can't be Captain Saberhole.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Nah, Captain Saberhole, that used to be me.
I'm-
You got divorced when we got together. Moi, Marv Gambino. Is there something you're not telling us, man?
Okay, Marv Gambino, again, her name is Jennifer.
Mm-hmm.
She was my first serious relationship after my divorce.
Did she hurt you?
No, she was great. It just didn't work out.
Te salvaste,
Honestly,
Jennifer.
we would not be friends right now if it didn't work out. It was an amicable breakup. We went to high school together. We went to the same high school. But she's a great friend. Like I said, the love is there. The friendship is there.
Can I be clean? Thank you.
But again, things didn't work out. Again, yeah, you. This is the first time I speak so much about my personal life on this fucking show.
Nah,
I
listen,
love it. I love
brother,
it.
listen.
It's good.
Esto es una maldita terapia. Gender blended terapia.
And I'm the one that used to giving therapy to people. But no, I've been the type of person to just go into a relationship.
I'm sorry. Nueva York just wrote.
I
Why
support
this man
choices.
saying he dated Cryptic? I support your choices. Nueva
Yo,
York, that's
listen,
what I
yo,
was
no, yo,
thinking.
hold on,
That's what
yo.
I was thinking. I was like, yo,
Jennifer, you
Marvin
next
out
time,
here,
Jennifer.
Marvin, my
next
man Marvin
time,
and Cryptic was a thing one time.
oye, Jennifer, next time you come on this show, please not be Marv. Thank you.
Listen, I don't know why a girl would get on YouTube and, you know, her name is Jennifer and she names herself Marv Gambino. Cryptic, is there something you're not telling us?
No, you'll meet her. When is she coming on
Him?
the show?
We'll meet him?
Hold on.
The fifth. Was she a him?
Hold on, Jennifer.
Tú sabes que eso está de moda ahora.
Oye, Marv Gambino, please state your real name on the chat. Even though there's nothing wrong with
Raúl
being gay.
Suazo.
I'm not gay, but there's nothing wrong with being gay.
Watch him be like, Raúl Suazo. My name is Raúl Suazo. Also known as
Jennifer is coming on September 8th.
Jennifer
That's
Ramirez.
Marv Gambino.
What have been done wrong?
Jennifer's
Don't bring that to
actually
that.
our last casting call.
Marv Gambino looked like Chief Keef.
Anyway.
Eso es lo que te gusta, carne negra a ti, ¿eh? Hey!
So, all right. So,
Can I get a
let's-
fucking slice? You guys are assholes.
can I-
Treat, y'all all fucking fat. Can y'all get out? I'll do the show on my own.
No, wait. Can I ask you this? Can I ask you this? So what is your? How are we gonna
Oh,
move forward
shit.
now with your current situation?
I'm not gonna talk about my relationship.
Too late, motherfucker. You done brought the whole. You
No,
brought
hold
all
on.
of us in your whole shit.
Listen, I have no issue.
And you know she watching it like this motherfucker's talking mad shit about us.
I have no issue. No, I'm not. I'm actually not saying anything because again, she's a very private person, and I respect her
Well,
right
she
to
better
privacy.
not say anything because I got your
What's
back,
her name?
So,
What's her name?
listen, the same way. Oh, this shit is actually pretty fucking good.
Hello, the fucking cheese came from Italy. I told you, 45 minutes.
Wow.
I can't.
Is there more Red Bull? You just bought one fucking
can't
can.
eat that
Well,
pussy.
you know,
Get me another Red.
you need to. Why are
Thanks,
you
bro.
not taking a slice? You just being stubborn. You
I
like,
haven't,
you know,
I haven't
was
smoked the
wait-
blunt yet.
Anyway, so what I'm saying is, what was I saying?
You were saying how your girlfriend's name. You was at. Your
I don't have a
girlfriend's
girlfriend
name. Oh, the girl you was
The
dating
girl you
name.
dated for a year and a half.
that I was dating.
The girl. You,
That's what you said.
Yeah, we told
You
her
heard it,
that,
right?
We broke it up. We broke it up. 'Cause I agreed. I was
you
like, yeah,
changed the whole shit. Said the girl I was dating.
That's what you said.
No, she's texting you now, and she was like, "It's over." That's
This is
why.
the thing.
That's what
I
happened.
don't have a problem sharing who I'm dating with. The same way I don't have a problem saying who I'm single. I could be happy with somebody right now, and the next day I could be. This is the thing. I used to do that a lot when I was married, and there's a mistake I really. This was a mistake I made. I would show, and I learned a lot. I'm happy. But when I was unhappy in my relationship, on social media I
Oh,
would
you
show.
would rant? Oh, hell no.
No. I would show that I was happy. I don't rant. I don't talk about my relationships on social media.
Okay.
But the biggest mistake I made was to show I'm happy when I was unhappy. If I'm happy, I'm gonna post a picture that I'm happy. But if I'm unhappy, you're gonna know I'm unhappy. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. That's another person. Listen, my social media persona, for those that know me personally, knows, and especially on Facebook, people know that I like to troll. This pizza's fucking good.
It's so. Thank you. Who got the pizza though? Ines L.
When's the last time you was on my page? When's the
Listen,
last time you was on
I'm
my
not gonna
page?
talk about my personal life, but I got cheated on. It's fine. People get cheated on all the time. I don't give a fuck. It happens. But it's never.
What are you gonna do now with this current situation?
Oh, by the way,
is
guys,
What
I'm
is-
gonna talk to Nueva York. We might do a crossover with his podcast. So vamos a hacer una church un día de esto. So I'm just waiting on his invite. So.
Then we gotta do the Scooby Doo Papa de nuevo.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that Scooby Doo Papa skit back in the day. But no, real talk. Relationships are hard. Relationships are hard. And
Yeah.
one thing you have to establish, and everybody, before we move on to Splu's News or story, what are you doing? Story time or Splu's News?
Lo que tú quieras.
Lo que tú quieras. Tú
You
eres
got the
Majimbe.
basic glue?
I fixed it.
So anyway, to finish this topic, guys, every relationship. Oh, you see, you see how my ex-girlfriend says.
Spicy.
Listen, I'm a great, amazing person. Period.
Periods with a T?
So if I'm ever single again, ladies, listen to.
First of all, I can't
Hey,
trust
ladies,
her because
when
she don't
you-
know how to spell period. That's first. All right? That's why I can't trust her. And now I can't even trust that she spelled her name right because now I really think her name is Marv Gambino.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
He's not gonna let that go. You know that.
so Marv Gambino y tú estabas metiendo mano a few years ago. Y it didn't work out between you and him, her, whatever.
This guy.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna see that
Listen,
same energy when she's sitting
Jennifer,
here.
we're gonna have a
I wanna
talk.
see that same energy.
Gang,
You.
I'm going to ask her, when was your sex change? Before you were Marv Gambino and then you became Jennifer.
I just see.
When you were with Cryptic, were you Marv Gambino or were you Jennifer?
I went and got pizza
Yeah.
and water.
Yeah.
See?
I'm gonna
Jennifer,
show you
You're
who
the
Marv
fucking-
Gambino
You're the
is.
fucking bomb.
Listen,
Crazy.
I want to see Marv Gambino before the sex change. So,
Before the sex change. Before the sex change.
That's Marv Gambino right there.
Marv Gambino just
Before
take a
the
picture of her
sex
neck up. She could be showing the dick at my window.
Before the sex change.
Yeah, Manny does know you.
Before the
Yes, I-
sex
Manny knows Manny knows you're my ex.
Brandeis
Hit
is
him with the
fine.
sex change. Hit him with the sex change.
But anyway. But okay, real quick, guys, real quick.
Okay.
If you're dating, are you single?
Yes, unless you haven't defined anything yet with your partner.
See,
Inez, if you're dating, are you single? Yes or no? And
yeah,
then you go back to your point.
Yes, it needs to be something.
Blue, if you're dating, are you single?
Hell yeah, I'm
I
single.
agree too. So go with your point, Inez.
So my thing is, but this is the thing. I'm very liberal. But if I like a
How
guy,
liberal?
I like a guy. If I like a guy and I'm fucking with him, that's it. Like, I'm just fucking with him because I just really don't have time. Honestly. Like, if I like you and I have chemistry with you, I'm not telling you, like, oh, I need to be wifey and all this shit. Like, no, like, if you decide to have that conversation, great. But then you can't get mad at me on a Wednesday because now I've been having pizza.
Are you allowed to get jealous if you're dating?
Of course.
How do you know what it is? I'm not a jealous person, so
Of
I've
course
never
you are.
gotten jealous.
Let me
but
tell you something. I'm dating somebody, and we haven't had a discussion. I'm dating someone, and I have total chemistry with him. I'm not dating anybody else. But it would be stupid for me to assume that he's not dating.
Hold on, Nueva York's a fucking asshole. He said que tú metiste mano con Jennifer también.
Yeah.
He's like, Manny metió mano también con este hombre.
Pero-
Sí, con este hombre.
Coño,
Yo, Nueva York.
Nueva York, no me quiera tanto, no me
Yo,
quiera
Mr.
tanto.
Nueva York, thank you for tuning in, man. You know I love you so much.
Desgraciado.
Nueva York is my brother, man. I love this dude.
Cryptic really loves you.
I really love Nueva York.
really
Nueva
really,
York,
really
tú eres mi
does.
próxima conquista, Nueva York.
Ay, lo rico. 3 months from now, we're gonna be like, so I don't want to get into my personal
Nueva
life, but I
York,
was dating Nueva York.
oye. Nueva York va a ser el primer nombre con que yo me voy a meter.
No, después de Marv Gambino el segundo.
I
venga con esa.
no speak English. What that?
You see?
Sí.
Ella sabe el flow. Después que Marv Gambino te rompió, después, yo me voy a quedar tranquilo.
I want that same energy when she's sitting here.
¿Quién, yo?
Porque a ti se te va a caer la boca cuando ella te senta ahí.
Y ella está tan buena, después del sex change.
Deja que se siente ahí.
Jennifer,
Se siente
mándame una foto
Deja
de
que
ti.
se siente ahí.
Ooh, I gotta get.
I'm not Marv.
Yeah, y'all really killed the fucking Henny.
Yeah, these people are savages over here.
Hay que comprar un galón para el próximo.
Yo, she's so dope, right? She just pointed at me and she was like, "These people are savages over here."
I'm gonna take a sip.
These people. That way.
By the way, again, Karina, you're missed. I want to say what's up to Karina. Karina, we love you. We miss you.
Espérate un momento. Isn't there something? ¿No quieres mandarle un saludito a Karina?
A Karina.
Sí.
¿Puedo?
Por favor.
Me da
Yeah,
permiso.
she's under
Por
the weather.
favor.
Aquí va. Saludos, mi amor.
I'm actually going to do something. I want to call Karina live on air. Let me see if she picks
Alright,
up.
call her.
¿Y qué pasó, mija? ¿Y ese arroz con mango de pizza? Dime. Ajá.
I'm keeping it
Esa
crafty.
pizza entera te cabe.
I'm keeping it crafty.
No, yo estoy viendo. Just going for the tip.
How do you?
Pretty classy.
But
You
how
work
do
your
you really feel? How do you really feel?
All right, let's see if we get Karina on the air.
Marv got that DMX voice. Hey, yo, Cryptic, I love you.
I'm trying to get her on the air.
No, go ahead.
You know what? I'm
No,
gonna just
go
send a
ahead.
message to Karina.
Espérate, que they're trying to get you on
Bueno,
live.
Karina didn't get on the line, but Karina, we love you. Feel better.
Mándale mensaje. Mándale mensaje.
But anyway, moving on, because we are running short on
Deja
time.
que le mande el mensaje.
¿Qué mensaje?
Que le va a mandar un
Le
mensaje.
voy a mandar un
Karina.
mensaje.
Dale, ready?
Dale.
Dale.
Saludos, Karina. Quisiera decirte que no abriera algo que quería estar haciendo, que sobándote una rodilla ahora mismo, o sobándote la muñeca porque sé que te duele. Quisiera ser el hombre que te da tu Tylenol en la noche, cuando te duele las muñecas. Quisiera ser la brisa que te suela el pelo y te da coquilla ahí mismo, a ti, atrás de la oreja. por ahí. Quisiera ser la Percocet que te quite el dolor cuando las muñecas te duelen, mi amor. Te extraño y te quiero. Ah, sí, el con Edison. Quisiera ser el bill de con Edison que pagas para tener las luces prendidas en mi casa. Quisiera ser el aceite que yo uso para freír las chuletas que hago con tostones.
Qué romántico.
Te extraño, Karina. Te extraño como el Red Bull a combinación con el Genesis cuando venga un vaso rojo.
Uf.
Adiós, Karina.
Hey, you know I'm editing the shit out of that tomorrow.
Shit.
That was I was about to be like, yo. I
Yeah.
need to
You
be
fall in
great.
love a little bit?
¿Te enamoraste?
That's what I
Oye, ¿te
try.
enamoraste?
I try. You know, my poetic justice just be kicking in.
That was dope.
I don't
was
even
like,
know what I said. I'm going to have to watch this video because, you know. just
Anyway, we're going to kick it off with, what are you doing, story time or Sploo's News?
lo que tú quieras. Let's do
You
story
surprise us. But
Surprise
regardless, we're going to give the mic over to Sploo before we end the show. So, Sploo, go for it.
whoop,
time.
whoop,
Yo,
whoop.
what's poppin'? So,
Hi.
right?
How are you?
all right, how you doing?
How you
need
doing?
to stop. Like, you need to.
Hey,
All right,
concéntrate.
all right, all right.
Concéntrate.
All right. So,
Coñazo.
I'm going to talk about this COVID thing, right?
Okay.
Vamos
What's
a seguir
happening?
con una, y dale con el COVID.
Vamos a meterle al COVID.
Dale. Con el palito.
So,
Por el hoyito.
And the nostril.
I don't want to sound like a child abuser in any way,
That's what every child abuser says.
but I like smacking
Michael
shit out of this
Jackson?
10-year-old kid
When?
during this COVID.
Huh?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What'd you?
Yeah, so let me tell you, I gotta explain myself.
Hold up. This is.
Nah, I gotta explain myself, right? Because now y'all
All
seeing
right,
me
well,
like, oh
what
my
you?
God.
Okay, so why you
Alright,
smacking
so-
kids over here?
All right, look,
All right.
I was in the train,
Okay.
right? I was in the train. You know how the train,
What happened
you
was-
know, exactly, that's how I should have started, right? What had happened was, because that's what I
I
told the
already know
cops.
where this is going.
When the cop stopped me that day, I was like, look, cop, what had happened was,
What the fuck did you do, sir?
look, the kid sneezed and coughed at the same time.
Okay.
That's what's around the time that the pandemic was, you know, the COVID shit
Started.
was heavy.
Yeah.
The one you don't
It
believe
was
in?
heavy.
The
So
one-
I didn't understand anything about it. The kid sneezed and coughed at the same time. I smacked him real hard.
What?
Bah!
Why?
Hit
See,
him.
that's.
It was a natural reaction.
Sir.
My life was in danger. You have to understand.
I'm blocking you.
If COVID was out here killing people,
I don't even have your number.
this
and I'm
little
blocking
nigga's
you.
gonna go sneeze and cough in my face.
That's right, you could
I
write
had to
that, man.
defend myself. So I hit him, right?
You could write that, man.
Boom. As he's going down, like
Down
you know.
where? So you
Knocked the
smacked
fuck
him and
out.
then-
He just
Yeah.
knocked out a
Oh,
10-year-old.
okay, so there was blood?
Nah. I mean, I ain't see no blood, cause he like turned around. I hit him so hard, and then he just started
He's
going
10
down,
10
right?
years old?
So I
Okay.
was just like, hey. Pero ahí mismo, de coincidencia, abrió la puerta. Tung, tung. I just copped over him, just, you know.
You climbed over him.
I climbed right over
and
him.
you bounced?
Yeah, I just waited for the next train. Yeah, but I didn't feel bad. You know why? Because he sneezed and coughed. For all I know, I saved somebody's grandma's life. Because if that little kid was infected with COVID, yo le di una pecosa tan fuerte que él se durmió ahí en ese tren. He didn't sneeze or cough.
Explode.
Yes.
He was 10.
He was knocked
But
out.
he sneezed and coughed.
He was 10.
COVID was live.
He was 10 years old.
I
sir.
defended myself.
Sir.
My life was in danger.
So why'd you leave if you were doing right by society? Why did you
I
leave?
have you don't know me yet, but I don't have good luck with cops.
Trust
I don't
me.
have good luck with
Trust
cops.
me. If
Trust
anybody
me,
knows his
trust
luck
me.
with cops
No,
firsthand
no.
is me.
No,
I don't,
So your
Triptych,
first
can you do the
instinct
disclaimer,
was
please?
to clap a
Can you
kid.
do the disclaimer?
No, I ain't clap. I slapped the shit out of this
Yeah.
kid.
The views and
clap shit.
opinions
The
expressed on
equivalent-
the show are not those of LMP La Maxima Productions. Is only of the host of the show.
We're about to
AKA
get blocked.
that
Like,
dude
Gender
right
Blender
there.
was
So,
about to start,
I
and then
didn't,
now.
but this is the thing. Look.
Uh-uh.
How mad would y'all have been if your grandmother gets on that train and now your grandmother's getting home? Ay, había un niño ahí tosiendo y vaina. And 2 weeks later, you, ay, ahora tengo el COVID. Ah, me está llevando el diablo.
Now, let me ask you a
You know what
question.
Splu did?
Let me ask you a
Splu
question.
saved your grandmother.
Okay, but let me ask you a
He
question.
smacked
ahead,
the
hit
shit
me.
out of a 10-year-old.
Were
I
you
smacked the
where-
shit fire
where-
out of him. Yes,
Were you wearing a mask?
I was not.
Why?
Because I didn't think COVID was real yet.
Oh.
But
can
it
I
was
say
real
something?
enough.
If you would have been
Wait,
wearing a mask.
wait. You didn't think COVID was real, but you knocked the shit out of a 10-year-old.
But I will say something very
Explain
serious.
that.
I didn't think COVID was real
you at,
until one day, that same day that I smacked the shit out the little kid. I was walking around my house, and I remember just flipping the switch up on the channel because first thing I hear is on CNN, 100,000 people are dead because of COVID-19. I switched it. I didn't really want to hear it. But then, this is where it got serious.
Uh-huh.
I'm walking around the house and I
Smacking
hear,
kids all day.
"Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun."
ESPN.
How you doing, guys? NBA has been canceled.
Yeah.
That's when I was like,
That's when that shit hit you.
this shit is real.
You know what?
This shit is.
You know
This
what?
shit is
I'm
killing
done.
people.
Que
The NBA is
mal,
closed.
Wow. He done
Yo,
smacked.
tú no sirve, loco.
Now,
He wasn't even wearing a mask
on
though.
that same day that I smacked the kid,
Wow.
is when I heard that
No.
the NBA was closed. So I'm like, nigga, you heard the NBA done closed? What's
That's
wrong with you sneezing and
crazy.
coughing around people? What's wrong with you? So,
Oh.
again, I'm not a child abuser in any way, shape,
No,
or
you are.
form.
You definitely
All
are.
right? But
Nah, I think knocking out a
look,
10-year-old
look.
automatically puts you in that category, bro.
no.
Oh, one and done, bro. That's it.
He wasn't
Because
even
first
wearing
of
a
all,
mask.
the COVID. No, if
Wasn't even
if
wearing a
Natalia
mask.
was over here with a fucking scarf and a sabana in her face because she was scared of COVID, I am allowed to smack fire out of a 10-year-old.
That's
that
totally
fucking
different.
Sneezes next
That's
to
totally different.
me. All right,
This is
and
abusive
on top of
behavior.
that, on the day that I hear the NBA is
Abusive
canceled,
NBA.
on the day that I hear the NBA is canceled, oh nigga, you know I was depressed that day.
And then
You
you
lucky I ain't smack a
I
cop.
was
Did you
depressed
smack more
too.
kids,
I really was
sir?
depressed.
I did smack about 4 more kids that said the NBA ain't closed, but I'm still not a child smacker. Like
You are. You are. You're,
does
yeah.
that make me a?
That's it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you're pretty much
look,
there.
Look,
You're there.
Now, moving
You're a
forward.
douchebag.
Look, I'm gonna be.
You're an asshole.
That-
I'm gonna be
that's fucked
completely
up.
honest with you.
You're a
10 years
culero.
old.
You're a
10 years-
culero.
You're a culero, man.
Tú
Tú eres un culero.
Culero.
You see, Yesenia Ramirez. Is that Marvin? Is that Marv Gambino?
No,
Yesenia?
that's a different. No,
Oh, that's okay.
That's really Jasenia.
You see, she agrees with me because it's true. Look, you know how many people.
What's true?
Let me tell you something.
Smack
You know
the
how
fire out
many
of a 10-year-old.
motherfuckers was
10-year-old.
out here watching the news like, "Psh, COVID, nigga. I just ate some Chinese food, nigga. I ain't gonna get some motherfucking COVID until they heard, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. For the rest of the season, the NBA will be closed. Nigga, that COVID shit is real, nigga. You hear that shit? Shutting down the NBA, nigga.
Oh,
He
man.
smacked a 10-year-old.
Yeah, I was bored.
And
I was bored out of my ass.
Yo, you don't
When
understand,
the
boy.
NBA shut down.
I was
Seriously.
watching pool.
I was watching. It was the Sacramento Kings against New Orleans. I think it
I was
was.
watching that game and it just
Yeah.
shut down.
They were warming up, and then all of a sudden, they were like, "Oh, we're delayed because the commissioner is about to make an announcement, depending on."
It's a fact. That's how it happened.
All of a sudden, you see the game against from the Kings and
Postponed.
the Pelicans has been postponed.
Postponed.
It still
I'm like-
doesn't justify smacking a 10-year-old child. 10-year-old child doesn't justify. Oh,
Blue,
he leaves.
blue.
Oh, then you leave
Oh,
too.
yeah, pero ven
And you
acá.
leave. Get the fuck.
Oye, esas son una de las mujeres que lo están llamando. But yeah,
Working on my pizza.
but yes.
That shit
So
just bobbing.
we're about to wrap up the show real quick soon. But next week we're actually gonna hit some heavy topics. We're gonna hit child trafficking. That's a lot of people haven't
Child
realized.
trafficking. What?
There's a lot. If you haven't been aware, there's a lot of child sex trafficking going on. We're being distracted by COVID, politics, and all this shit. But one thing that I'm going to talk about, and it's already been spoken about on social media numerous times, is I don't know if you guys that have younger children, you have a young child. Have you seen the Trolls movie, The Trolls?
Yes, I have.
There's a doll called Poppy
Yes.
that has a button where her vagina is supposed to be. And I'm going to show you guys the video after the show.
What the fuck?
When you touch this button, she does little gasping sounds, little hee, ha, ha. It's very inappropriate. And we're
What?
going to talk about all the subtle things that they're trying to normalize pedophilia.
Weird.
So that's a topic we're really going to talk about next week. We don't have time for it this week, obviously, because the show is pretty much over. But
Yeah, we're
that's
talking about
something
what-
that's
'cause
very
we're talking about,
fucking
like, the
disgusting.
violence.
We're going to have Low Love next week. She's going to be the next one doing the podcast casting call.
See, I already talked to him about this.
That's
He was
it.
like,
Fair and square. And another thing, I am going to be okay when it comes for you guys to understand how this casting call is going to happen. I am not going to vote because I have numerous friends. Inez is my friend, Jennifer is my ex-girlfriend, and I have another friend. Actually, everybody that hit me up to do this podcast is a friend of mine. I'm going to be the tiebreaker vote, and it's going to be on the vibe. If there is a tiebreaker, I am going to look at all the shows, and I am actually going to review every show and see what the vibe is like on the show. And I am going to make I'm going to
Güey, pero que hay un galón de agua, man.
Oh, yo, listen.
Una churria que tiene.
The new co-host is going to start September 15th. I think that's that following Tuesday. Whoever whoever that may be, you're gonna vote.
A mí no me metan en ese lío.
Karina's gonna
Tú vas a
vote,
votar y te callas.
Ya hablo.
and Natalia's gonna vote.
Hablo el jefe.
And I might even try to reach out to Somaida to vote, and Thomas. Everybody that's part, the only one that's not gonna vote is me, unless it needs to be a tiebreaker, because I want to be fair. Okay. With that being said, again, it's gonna be all about the vibe. And again, you guys are gonna see a lot of changes on the show. The show is constantly evolving. Eventually, we're gonna throw this show on Spotify, but I just want to make sure that we get the show as solid as possible. Again, you guys know that the show is really, really raw. It's really, really raw. We're live. We don't give a fuck what goes on. We just want to give you guys the most fun show and raw and organic show. So with that being said, I'd like to thank you
Gracias, mi amor.
for reaching out to me and being
Thank
part
you
of the
for
show.
having
You're a
me.
great vibe.
Thank you for filling my belly.
Yeah, the pizza's
What?
great.
For feeding my belly.
I was about to say.
Pero mi, ¿y qué?
Es que
Yes, Wayfair as well.
Cuando la gente cuando son sucias.
Yes,
Esa
Nueva
mujer el
York.
problema de que filling my belly.
With pizza.
Filling. We gotta work on his phonics.
We gotta work on his.
We gotta work
Appetite.
on English.
How was it Italian cheese?
So Splu, what I'm gonna ask you before you take us out, because I do
Please.
love say Splu, take us out.
Dale.
Can you please go to the console whenever you're ready to?
Hey, it was a pleasure sitting here with y'all.
Hey.
You know, normally I'm not out here, but Y'all cool.
Te
I
la
fuck with y'all.
luciste.
Miss y'all.
Te la
Y'all,
luciste.
I miss y'all.
Te la luciste.
Te la luciste. Hay que hacerlo.
Hey, él se bañó. Yo, he took a
Él se
shower.
bañó.
By the way, Inez, I'd like to thank you.
Huele bien.
No, I said
Because
it.
of
Listen,
you, he took a shower.
I posted the picture of you on our chat. He's like, yo me tengo que bañar esta semana.
Yeah, normally I take a shower like Thursdays.
Yeah, he did it Tuesday.
For the weekend.
So él se bañó para ti hoy.
During the week, Tuesday, I take a shower Sundays.
Yo, thank you so much.
You know what I'm saying? Mondays, like, I don't take a shower.
You
Tuesdays.
smell good. You was looking fresh up in like when we pulled up. I was like, yo, okay.
Oh, nah. You know, I mean, I act like I take a shower, but I really don't.
So,
all right.
so
Dale,
while
don
Blue
Pepín,
gets
dale.
up, while
Dale,
Blue
don
gets up
Pepín.
and
Skin
takes us out.
Dale.
Skin marks on deck.
So
Yo,
guys,
my girl was just saying that today. Like, oh, I'll be picking up your boxes with Skip. You know what? Let me stop.
so guys,
Yeah.
while Blue takes us out, I'm gonna tell you guys, a lot of people have been asking me about
No
the
puedo
comedy
contigo.
show.
Ay. Entonces,
Yo, so
what
we're
happened?
gonna have
was-
this.
Host Blue, you need to reactivate your Instagram. That's an order.
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
Say what you gotta say, bro. Before
Say what you
gotta
gotta
say.
say,
Say what you gotta say.
Reactivated shit.
Say what you gotta say. Yo, say what you gotta say though.
What about the comedy show?
Anyway, the comedy show, Mr. Nueva York is still gonna headline the comedy show. The only thing is, we rather wait till indoor dining is.
Then we're not gonna never do it.
But there's the thing. No, there's the thing. I spoke to our sponsor over at the Harlem Wine Room, and it gets chaotic out there, so we don't want to risk any licenses being lost.
Nah.
Yeah, that's true too.
I have a few friends that are owners of restaurants, lounges, bars. Shit is not gonna get back better.
This is exclusive for the Harlem Wine Room.
Yes, this is exclusive. So right now in California, they shutting down lights. Like you got me. In California, because of shit that's going on, for example, in Washington Heights, situations like that that's happening in California right now, the measures they taking is they actually cutting off lights. For example, in strips that they know that are popping. For example, here in New York, at least in New York City, our strip, like the strip we know will be, for example, Dykeman. What they're gonna start taking are the measures that they're taking in LA, and they're just gonna shut down the lights in Dykeman. So motherfuckers could party, but they just gonna party in the dark. And that's what's happening in LA
But
right now.
Dykeman, Dominican, dark, bro. We good.
No, eso no es nada.
You really
Porque
think that's gonna
eso
stop?
no saben
As long
que
as
a los
there's
dominicanos
water.
no
That
le
ain't
están
gonna
haciendo
stop
nada.
us.
Water and plátano.
Oh yeah,
we
we'll bring an
good.
inversor, a generator,
Niggas
bro.
que inversor, nigga, they go to the 99 cents, they go to Family Dollar, buy 17 pesos de paquete de vela. Nigga, it's a party, nigga, un party de vela.
And
nigga.
poro.
I want to thank,
Poro, poro,
before we
poro.
go, I want to thank I Can Fuck With You, Mr. Nueva York, Yesenia, Jen Star, Marv Gambino, Jennifer. Thank
Woo-hoo,
you.
Jennifer.
Sam's in the chat. Everybody,
love
shout
Jennifer.
out. So Splu's about to take us out. Splu, pon una musiquita ahí a lo que... Yo te dije que lo ponga instrumental.
Pon roses. Pon roses.
Mira, y él me quita de la cámara. Él, mira, diablo.
No, fuiste tú que te quitaste.
How if I'm sitting here?
You're right.
But anyway, Inez, once again, we love you on the show. Thank you so much for your
No, thank you
energy.
for having me.
Thank you for the pizza. Thank you for feeding us.
Pizza.
The cheese straight
The
from
cheese
Italy.
straight from
Really,
Italy.
really, it was worth the 30-minute wait.
It was 22 minutes.
Well,
you
who's
know,
counting?
Yo, he keeps extending it. Like he's
Yeah.
such a Latino.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it started off with 20 and then it
Sí,
was 25.
sí.
Después 45 and then he decreased it to 30. You're like a typical Latina mom.
So next week,
Congratulations.
so let me finish with the thought that I was doing while Blues puts music up. So yeah, the show is still pending. We do want to have a show. We'll keep you posted. Again, Nueva York is still headlining. He's down to do the show. He's down to entertain you guys. Again, if you haven't tuned in to No Speaky Podcast, it's available on Spotify. So check that out. I guarantee you're going to laugh. That show is amazing. Nueva York, congratulations on your show.
Nueva York, cuando yo te llame, coge el maldito teléfono.
Oye, el otro. de
Coge el
mano.
maldito teléfono. That's gonna be my next Manny's man. Why Mr. Nueva York doesn't pick up my fucking call?
Porque Mr. Nueva is a busy man.
A mí que me importa.
So, oh, look at that. Your competition says she likes you. So that's pretty cool. I love that. Jennifer says she likes you, Morgan. Oh!
But she can't be competing against
Ponme la música, que nos vamos. Falta la música. But anyway, guys, thank you for staying in the chat. Thank you for participating.
Thank you for waiting 6 months for us to come
Yes,
back.
thank you so much. We haven't lost our loyal fan base. Karina, get well soon. We expect you next week.
Para que mantenga a este loco en control. Porque
Tommy, shout out to Tommy Sanchez. Somaira, we miss you. Karina, get well soon.
Natalia, we'll be seeing you soon.
Yes, we expect you next week.
Talented singer.
I haven't said this in 6 months. Splu, take us out. Hey, Gender Blender. We love you guys.
Tan achochado. Se quedó y no